All right. You all set? It's you. Is someone else doing it? Ernie's going to be on with me. Because he's not able to coach.
Get the steps in. can't hit. This is used to do it. So you can have body contact and body check. Okay, so we just bump some of
Big Bubba's. We got a mess of used cars. What can we do for you?
We're looking for,
Something cute.
Well, here's a beauty, a 99 model with a moon roof. We'll throw in a leaking gas tank. You can be driving and kaboom! Adds that zing of excitement.
Wouldn't it be great if you could be warned of life's risks? If you have diabetes, you can. There's a simple blood test called A1C that can help measure your risk of complications from diabetes. Why is it important? Because
So funny. When you're like looking up at the screen.
Yo, Bladen, can you hear me? Are you there?
Yeah, they're gonna be like 40-something. Finally, like the third quarter, we took the lead for the first time all game. And then we scored 2 points in the first quarter. And then we took the lead 31. That's a late. Yes. And we're like a shot inside. We scored 2 points in the first quarter. Yeah, and they were both. I mean, it wasn't even a field 31. It was like free throw. So it like doesn't technically count as like a field goal, like shot whatever. That's what they said. Yeah. They both needed. It wasn't even a field goal. So it was like 2 points. Free throw. We take the lead 31-30 because we played good like defense. In the third quarter, scored 0 points in the fourth quarter. 2 points. We take the lead 31-30. I think they ended up beating us like 45, 31 or something, or 40, 47, 48. It was just ridiculous. I mean, that's okay for high school. Like, they're just we don't score a lot, but like 47. I think we average like 40, 45 a game. But yeah, 0 in the fourth quarter. I mean, that's okay for high school. Hello, check.
The Steamboat Sailors. You're listening to Steamboat Sailors.
Hello, check.
2 turntables and a microphone.
Oh, hey Brian, how are you?
Steamboat Dental Center. Red Market with Hughes Jones. Get on SteamboatRadio.com and watch the game live. Check out the complete schedule while you're there.
Oh, hey Brian, how are you?
He wishes he was as thin as I am. Not that I'm thin, but you know.
The Allison Agency.
UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center.
All right, so we should be good. Let me know if that's not the case. And Ernie Thiel's actually going to be on with me tonight because we got 16 penalties. All right, yesterday, so we should be good. Let me know if that's not the bench for tonight's matchup. And Ernie Thiel's actually going to be on with me tonight because we got 16 penalties yesterday, so he got disqualified from the bench for tonight's matchup.
Oh, okay. And I wanted to tell you, and you might want to, when you get time, say something during the broadcast. While I got the video going again last night, I had to set up a new link. So on Monday, I'll have John add that link to the website so people can see the end of the game if they want to.
Numerous times this season beating.
I will say something about that. Thanks.
I'm going to catch you up with Coach Brian Ripley. I was able to chat with him and a little bit about last night's game, as well as, of course, looking forward to this evening's match.
I will say something about that. Thanks.
All right, I'm going to flip the switch, have a good game, and I'll chat with you later. Oh, are you staying at your sister's again tonight, or are you going down to Shelby?
I'm staying at my sister's tonight, and then I might go see her for like lunch and a movie tomorrow.
Has only had to beat one team together right here in the quarter.
I'm staying at my sister's tonight, and I might go see her for like lunch and a movie tomorrow.
Well, if you want to take your sister and her husband to someplace decent for breakfast, feel free, and I'll make sure you get reimbursed.
We'll have the puck drop here in just a few minutes.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Sports on FM, also on the World Wide Web at Steamboat Radio.com.
This is Skip here from Alpine Lumber and Steamboat Sports.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. Chat with you later.
Supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner. Offering lumber and building materials. And we're proud to support Sailors Ice Hockey. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated. Contractor's choice, the homeowner's
Hey, Sailor hockey fans, PJ Wharton of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown hockey team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our Steamboat student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors Hockey on KTYV Sports on FM at 98.9. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown, Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game, and let's go, Sailors!
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Plant. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc are ASE certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Plant, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.
Stay tuned for the Coaches Show. This is Steamboat Sailors Hockey on 98.9.
Chase here with Coach Brian Ripley. Brian, I don't know quite how to explain that game. I was laughing a lot at simply the craziness of it. But talk about what you saw last night against Dakota Ridge. Obviously, you got the win 4-2.
Yeah, super proud of the guys, first and foremost. We've been fighting some flu bugs and things like that going through the locker room, and I wouldn't say we're 100% healthy, but they did dig deep, and it's a big victory, obviously. The way the game was called, just tough. I mean, as a coach, you want to pull your hair out. There's some undisciplined behavior, that we can crack down on, but I would say how do I say this politically, in a politically correct fashion? Like, there were some rough calls, and especially for a playoff game. And I was trying to tally up how many minutes were even played even strength, and there weren't many. And that's what gives a game flow. And so every time there's penalties or even power plays, it changes the flow of the game. So that's tough, but I felt like the guys, we really tried to keep them focused, and they did a good job to finish that one off.
That was just crazy from our perspective. I mean, the officials weren't doing bad. They weren't like doing one side or the other. It was just the amount of calls, and it was crazy, like you said. There wasn't a lot of flow to the game because of all power play on both sides. You come into night now. There was an upset yesterday. Chaparral beat Fort Collins. In this evening's matchup, you guys are going to take on a team that you beat twice this season, but that can almost be a trap sometimes mentally. How do you address the locker room and let them know we've still got to pump up for this game to get ready?
Yeah, exactly that. Like we approach it with some confidence because we at least know who they are. But they're riding high. They had a big upset over Fort Collins, but we're familiar with them. But even the games when we played them before, they were good battles. It's a good team, and part of what we remind our team is, we play them early to mid part of the season. I'm sure they've improved as the season went along, right? And they're looking like they're peaking at the right time. So we're not going to take anything for granted, and I trust our guys understand that anyone that's going to be this far in the playoffs, we got to be ready to go. But it's a good opportunity for us. We're looking forward to it.
So coming from last night's game, there was, because again of like the number of penalties, there wasn't a lot of flow in the line depth as well. You weren't able to see a deep bench. What are you guys looking for? Do you want to get all the kids involved early, or how are you addressing this game tonight?
Yeah, ideally, if we can, we'll try to get back to the original game plan. Again, we tried to balance the lines a little bit so our lineup, no matter what line goes out there, that the other team's got to really defend well, and that we're putting pressure on them no matter what. So we'll look for some balance at the same time. We'll have to see and make those adjustments between maybe it's the illness factor, a little fatigue coming in. We'll make those adjustments. At the same time, we've got a lot of veterans. We've got 9 seniors, a good handful of juniors. They've earned the right to play a little more if we need them. And so yes, we have a game plan, but we're not afraid to juggle that either. So.
No, I get that. I wasn't trying to be aggressive with it. I mean, the game itself, too, didn't exactly parlay itself into allowing for that.
Yeah, if we can get ahead early and have a good start, absolutely. We need to push through the lines a little more and give those guys a breather. And we'll just see how that game, the game dictates the flow there.
And final thoughts as we head into tonight's matchup. Chaparral, can't be more excited about an opportunity to knock on the doorstep with those kids.
No, super excited. I know the guys in the locker room can feel it, but it's one game at a time, one period at a time, one shift at a time, and that's just how we've got to play this. And we take nothing for granted. We'll have our work cut out for us, but we're super excited.
Thanks so much, Coach.
Thank you.
Steamboat Ace is your go-to place for everything you need for your home. Bridget here from Steamboat Ace, and we aren't just paint and power tools. Ace has a great pet section to keep your furry friend happy and healthy. A fun toy section stocked with items for all ages to make the perfect gift. Beautiful housewares, cookware, candles, and more to decorate and add beautiful style to your table. Stop into Steamboat Ace, proud to support your Steamboat Sailors, and see all that we have for your home. Steamboat Ace, the helpful all your home needs place.
I'm Terry, and this is Phil from Russell's Auto Salon.
If you need help with your auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we have gone green with Enviro-based paint.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
Hi, my name is Patrick Sumner, and I'm a junior at Steamboat Springs High School. My number is number 1 because I'm the best. I'm a goalie, and I try to save pucks. I've been playing for 8 years. I also like to ball out on the court. I'd like to go to college somewhere on the East Coast, maybe Syracuse, because I like the color orange, and I want to see what the East is all about. If I do play in college, it will be at the club level, because I don't think I'll get a scholarship, but maybe. In 10 years, I see myself in a huge house in a a really cool car. Outside of school, I am involved in hanging out with friends, being outdoors, hunting, specifically for elk, deer, turkeys, and pheasants, and camping in the wilderness. My favorite subject in school is by far history, because I like to study about what this country was like hundreds of years ago, and I find that stuff really interesting. My favorite movie is The Polar Express, because it was the first movie I ever saw, and it gives me a very warm feeling when I watch it, because I like Christmas. Last summer, I flew out to Chicago and hung out with my cousins. I went to a Chicago Cubs game, and they played the Rockies. Unfortunately, the Rockies lost that game. I also rode a jet ski on Lake Michigan, which was pretty cool, and I got to have Chicago deep dish pizza. My goals for this season are to warm the bench and encourage the boys when they come off the ice. If I do get to play, I guess I'll try and stop some pucks. My goals for life are to be happy and have a lot of money. The thing I'll remember most about being a Sailor is playing for the fans. My name is Patrick Sumner. I'm a junior in high school, and I'm proud to be a Sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
This is Skip Yerdorf from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we're proud to support Sailors Ice Hockey. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend.
Small emergencies, scrapes, sprains, and stitches, they're bound to happen. You deserve quick care from trusted physicians. At UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center, our emergency care team is here for you and your loved ones. The board-certified physicians at YVMC are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to get you in and out the door quickly. You'll experience the same safe and high-quality care you've come to expect at YVMC, now with smaller prices for life's small emergencies. Yampa Valley Medical Center, now part of the UC Health family.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
My name is Ryan McNamara, and I'm a freshman at the Steamboat Springs High School. I am number 33, and I play goalie. I've been playing for 13 years, and I also like to play lacrosse and golf. I like to go to college at Boston College because I've always wanted to go there. Will I play in college? I would love to play hockey, hopefully. I see myself in 10 years making millions and just living life. Outside of school, I am also involved in sports and watching Netflix and hockey and eating a lot. My favorite subject in school is math because I've always liked it. My favorite movie is Miracle because legs feed the wolf. Last summer, I went to Martha's Vineyard with my friend Ben and I hung out at the beach. My goals for the season are to make it far, maybe get some playoffs, and have some good friendships with the boys. My goals for life are just to have a successful life and just have fun. What I remember most about being a Sailor is the bus rides with the boys, the team dinners, and just the friendships. My name is Ryan McNamara. I'm a freshman, and I'm proud to be a Sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. I'm Chris Puckett, your Steamboat Springs Edward Jones financial advisor. Now's the time to make investments that can help provide money for the ever-rising cost of college. There's more than one strategy to save for college. Please come in to discuss your options.
For a free college cost analysis, call Chris Puckett at 879-1851 or stop by his office at 94-1 Lincoln Avenue. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Steamboat Ace is your go-to place for everything you need for your home. Bridget here from Steamboat Ace, and we aren't just paint and power tools. Ace has a great pet section to keep your furry friend happy and healthy. A fun toy section stocked with items for all ages to make the perfect gift. Beautiful housewares, cookware, candles, and more to decorate and add beautiful style to your table. Stop into Steamboat Ace, proud to support your Steamboat Sailors, and see all that we have for your home. Steamboat Ace, the help for all your home needs place.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
I'm Luke Borgerding, and I'm a senior at the high school. I'm number 7, and I play defense. And this is my 4th year on the team. I've been playing hockey since, a very young age. I also like to view other sports at the high school, especially watching the other kids play and compete. And I would like to go to college either in Colorado or California, but I'm not sure. I might take a year off first and then go into college, but definitely plan on going to college at some point. I might play club hockey at college, but that would probably be just about it because it's way too hard. In 10 years, I see myself hopefully starting a family, settling down, and enjoying a life of relaxing. And outside of school, I also am involved in hot tub cleaning, so I drive around and clean hot tubs with my buddy Matt. My favorite subject in school is probably math, just because it seems like it's the most meaningful. Favorite movie? That's a tough one. There's a lot of great movies, so I can't really choose one. Last summer, I worked a lot, and I also went on a river trip to Desolation Great Canyon on the Green River, and it was a life-changing experience, getting tossed around by some massive rapids. Definitely try that out once in your life. My goals for this season are to make it to the ship and to be a team and get far. And my goals for life are to not live life we're looking at money, but to live life looking at happiness. What I'll remember most about being a sailor is my teammates and everyone I've met throughout the years and gained friendship and experience with. I'm Luke, I'm a senior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Sports-related dental injuries account for more than 600,000 ER visits each year. If your child is playing a sport and not wearing a mouth guard, they are 60 times more likely to suffer harm to their teeth. Steamboat Dental Center offers custom-fit mouth guards made from an exact model of your child's teeth. They are effective, comfortable, easy to clean, and also cheaper than a visit to the ER. Call Steamboat Dental Center today and receive half off a custom mouth guard. SteamboatDentalCenter.com. Go Sailors!
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc are ASD certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
I'm Peyton Tritz, and I'm a senior. I'm number 30. I play goalie. I've been playing hockey for 15 years, since I was 2. I only play hockey, no other sports. I'd like to attend college at University of Wisconsin-Madison, and I hope to play hockey in college. In 10 years, I see myself being a sporting agent and just living the life. Outside of school, I'm not involved in anything other than hockey. My favorite subject in school is physical education because that's what I excel at. My favorite movie is Hacksaw Ridge because it's action-packed and just a dope movie. Last summer, I worked at Catamount Golf Course. Real hard work. My goals for this season are to go far in playoffs and make it a fun season. My goals for my life is to be successful. What I remember most about being a sailor is the rowdy crowds and the friendships that I made. Peyton Tritz, senior, proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
The team of Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor Sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where you won't get a penalty for having a dirty car.
Hey, Sailor hockey fans. PJ Wharton of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown hockey team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our Steamboat student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors Hockey on KTYV Sports on FM and 98.9. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown, Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game, and let's go, Sailors!
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your steamboat sailors.
My name is Quinn Morton, and I'm a senior in high school. I'm number 26, and I play defense. I've probably been playing hockey for about 10, 11 years. I also like to play golf during the summer because it's just a good hobby. I'd like to go to college at Mines, and I'll try to play there in college at their club level. And in 10 years, I see myself with a good job and looking to start a family. Outside of school, I'm involved in not really any other extracurricular activities. My favorite subject in school is chemistry. My favorite movie is Hacksaw Ridge because it's just a really good film and I like the way it was made. Last summer I worked a lot and I went to Washington, D.C. to see my grandparents. My goals for this season are to try to win state and just be seen as a leader on and off the ice. My goals for life are just to have no regrets and just be happy with where I'm at. What I remember most about being a sailor is having the team around you and knowing that they have your back at all points. I'm Quinn Morton. I'm a senior in high school, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Hi, I'm Joanna Allison with Allstate. My husband Brett and I are excited to bring Allstate Insurance to the Yampa Valley. We are so fortunate to live in this amazing place and want to help you protect all that's good in your life. Brett and I are here to provide local insurance advice and help customize an insurance plan that meets your needs. Stop by the Allison Allstate Agency in Steamboat on 5th Street, right across from Mahogany Ridge for a free quote, or Google us at Allstate Steamboat. We are a proud supporter of the Steamboat Sailors.
Steamboat Resorts is a proud sponsor of Sailor Athletics. Do you have friends or family coming to town, but space at your place is a little tight? Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals is here to help. Steamboat Resorts has been the lodging leader here for over 30 years, and we've got great rates at more than 800 units in 38 properties around the base area. Call us at 879-8000 and ask for the Locals Connection discount. That's the Locals Connection, 879-8000, or visit steamboatresorts.com.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your steamboat sailors.
Hey, I'm Sean. I'm a sophomore in high school. I'm number 21, playing defense. I've played for 7 years. This is my first year on the high school team. I also like lacrosse and surfing. I'd like to go to college in California or Hawaii or somewhere with a beach. I'd try and play in college, but I don't know. Maybe I'll see how it works out. In 10 years, I hope I'll be living out of my car and climbing mountains and surfing and just kind of traveling up and down the west coast of North and South America, you know. Outside of school, I'm in teen council, student council, FBLA, stuff like that, you know. My favorite subject is not AP physics, probably math. My favorite movie is Pulp Fiction. It's got some great one-liners in there. It's pretty funny. It's got some good action too. Last summer, I went backpacking for 3 weeks in Leadville Mountain area, and I went to California a couple times. Surfed a lot. My goals for this season are to get better, have fun times, and to win a lot. My goals for life are to surf a lot, be happy, be successful, and make an impact. What I'll remember most about being this sailor is probably all the team bonding and the team dinners in the locker room and stuff. My name's Sean. I'm a sophomore, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Hi, I'm Joanna Allison with Allstate. My husband Brett and I are excited to bring Allstate Insurance to the Yampa Valley. We are so fortunate to live in this amazing place and want to help you protect all that's good in your life. Brett and I are here to provide local insurance advice and help customize an insurance plan that meets your needs. Stop by the Allison Allstate Agency in Steamboat on 5th Street, right across from Mahogany Ridge for a free quote, or Google us at Allstate Steamboat. We are a proud supporter of the Steamboat Sailors.
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc's for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc's are ASE certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.
I'm Terry.
And this is Phil.
From Russell's Auto Salon.
If you need help with your auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we have gone green with Enviro-based paint.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
Hi, I'm Tate Doris. I'm a sophomore in high school. My number is 12. I play right wing. I've been playing hockey for about 10 years. Other sports I like are lacrosse and badminton. I'd like to go to college at CSU or DU because they both are pretty close to home and they're pretty good for engineering. I do not think I'll play hockey in college. I think I'll mostly focus on school and getting a good job after that. In 10 years, I see myself owning a business, having a good family, and living a life. Outside of school, I am involved in working and also hanging out with my friends. I work at Salt and Lime. My favorite subject in school is chemistry because I have some of my friends in that class and we do a lot of more experiments than just writing. My favorite movie is Cool Runnings because it's a really funny movie and it has a good overall moral. Last summer, I worked a lot at Salt and Lime. I hung out with my friends. I went to King Solomon and I also went to a Migos concert. My goals for this season are to improve a lot, get a good run in the playoffs, and have fun. My goals for life are to get a good job, make money. What I remember most about being a sailor is the team dinners and just all the team bonds we have. I'm Tate Doris. I'm a sophomore in high school, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Small emergencies, scrapes, sprains, and stitches. They're bound to happen. You deserve quick care from trusted physicians. At UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center, our emergency care team is here for you and your loved ones. The board-certified physicians at YVMC are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to get you in and out the door quickly. You'll experience the same safe and high-quality care you've come to expect at YVMC, now with smaller prices for life's small emergencies. Yampa Valley Medical Center, now part of the UC Health family.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. I'm Chris Puckett, your Steamboat Springs Edward Jones financial advisor. Now's the time to make investments that can help provide money for the ever-rising cost of college. There's more than one strategy to save for college. Please come in to discuss your options.
For a free college cost analysis, call Chris Puckett at 879-1851 or stop by his office at 941 Lincoln Avenue. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
The team at Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor Sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detailed services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where you won't get a penalty for having a dirty car.
Sports on FM. This is 98.9 KTYV. Steamboat Springs. Don't move. The face-off is just moments away. Now we join the call of Steamboat Sailors Hockey on 98.9.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We are here from NOCO Ice Center. Lawton Chase alongside head coach Ernie Thiel. And Ernie, obviously a little bit of a different circumstance here, being up here instead of on the bench, but your team had 16 penalties yesterday.
Yeah, I'm in the penalty box, so to speak. I'm up here with you, which is, it's not really a penalty. But I wish I was on the bench, but rules are rules, and you got to go with what they say, you know?
Absolutely. We'll definitely get some good insight from you throughout the whole evening of hockey here. Looking forward to a great matchup. Chaparral against your Steamboat Sailors, of course, the Chaparral team. One that Steamboat beat twice. It was early in the season, though, so both squads have likely grown immensely in terms of their skill set. in terms of what was going on in the locker room, what were you kind of talking to the boys about here heading into this game?
I was only able to talk to Coach Bryan. I couldn't have contact with the team, but, the reality of it is that we've done a good job of preparing these kids throughout the season. They know what their responsibilities are and what they need to do to get this done and take the team further than it's ever been. So they realize how important this game is, and I think they're ready for it.
Awesome. We are going to step away for 2.5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes, as the anthem is sung here from NOCO Ice Center. We'll be back with the opening puck drop. This is KTYV 98.9. 2.5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes, as the anthem is sung here from NOCO Ice Center. We'll be back with the opening puck drop. This is KTYV 98.9.
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc are ASC certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.
Hey, Sailor basketball fans, PJ Wharton of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown basketball team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors basketball on KTYV Sports on FM at 98.9. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game and go Sailors!
This is Skip Deardorff from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley.
What's that? You see the SNL skit? Yes. Oh, yeah.
Paints and stains. And we are proud to support Sailors basketball. Easy to find Alpine Lumber.
I love what he says.
Located on Pine Grove Road.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, contractor's choice, the homeowner's.
So I want to talk about the second period. You do that.
Sports on FM. This is 98.9 KTYV. Steamboat Springs.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here from NOCO Ice Center. Wadden Chase alongside Coach Ernie Thiel, as we'll have the call here for you this evening of what is the third round of the high school playoffs for hockey, but just the second game for Steamboat. They got the bye in the first round as they were number 5 seed. Steamboat is in their home white uniforms, red numbers, black trim, chaparral in royal blue with red and white trim and numbering. Steamboat is left to right on the radio dial here in this first period of play. 3 of the 4 officials here this evening are the same from yesterday, for whatever that is worth. 17 minutes on the clock. LaPointe's coming out flanked by Kaminsky and Colombo to start things off with Borgany and Beckett on the back end. Face-off is won by LaPointe, chipped up into the netting immediately, and a souvenir 4 seconds in. And yesterday, Coach, I noticed that you guys lost pretty heftily in the face-off circle, it seemed like. Obviously, normally that doesn't translate into victories, but you guys were able to overcome it.
Yeah, we were responsive on the puck when we did lose it. We have a couple guys that are actually super strong with the face-offs and a few that, they still need to work on them. But I know Curtis Malpe and Tanner Ripley are probably our most solid face-off guys out there.
16:48, and we've got another face-off, so 12 seconds in, 2 draws. This one's coming out just in front of the Steamboat bench as it had popped up and hit a Sailor in the bench area. Colby Beckett's going to chase it down, swings it around to the near side half wall. Kaminsky touches up to the blue line, not out. Shot there from Chaparral, hits a body. It comes back to the neutral zone. They'll fire it right back in off the stick of Carter Deal. Now chasing it down on the forecheck is Johnson. He's going to try and get it around one man, but a good job from LaPointe and Kaminsky both defensively there. Now Colombo on the far side half wall trying to just get it to the neutral zone. Throws the body weight around a little bit here in the early goings, and it's worked behind the goal again by Borgany. This side to Kaminsky, touches up to LaPointe, and David LaPointe is going to try and get by that captain for Chaparral. Works one out front, and it's going to carry him off of Clayton Mayfield, who gets his first touch of the puck here this evening. And from a bad angle, almost no angle there, LaPointe sent it out front, almost got a good hop. Face off now as Chaparral iced it. Comes back 165 feet. For the draw here, Curtis Maltby to take this one with Sullivan to his right, Kelly to his left. He wins it cleanly. Morton from the blue line shoots one, stopped, rebound, hops free into the high slot, and Chaparral clears it to the neutral zone. Morton goes D-to-D to Kempers, right back into the Wolverines' end. Chasing it down behind his own net is Ryan Winkle. Winkle tries to look for help, but Rocky wasn't anywhere around. It's going to be taken by Sullivan now and cleared out as Chaparral gets a stick on it and clears it to the neutral zone once more. Kempers lost it, errant play with the puck, 2-on-1 developing, backdoor play went through the crease, and a good job there from the Steamboat D getting back. That was Morton, then another giveaway in the zone. Morton took his man down, and a good job there again is a couple dangerous chances, but Chaparral with the third. They're not giving up on the play. Then Curtis Maltby takes a man down, and an early penalty coming up against Maltby. They're going to say cross-checking. So Maltby heads to the box for 2 minutes, and hopefully that's not an omen of things to come after last night. 0-0 score, and Chaparral with the earlier chances are headed now to the power play.
Yeah, it would seem to me that the refs have to figure out which calls they're going to make. I mean, that was clearly a trip. I'm not really sure where they get the cross-check from, but what are you going to do?
Chaparral takes it near side at the blue line. It's Fulton, shoots one, stopped by Tritz. Rebound battled for, and tucked at the near side, but Tritz again solid on his post, and then a clearing attempt from Borgany hits off of a forechecker stick. Dorian Parrott, who is in the vicinity, and it ends up as another souvenir here. So a couple pucks over the glass in the early goings. We're not even 2 minutes into this one. A lot of face-offs and a lot of stoppages in this one. That's what was so frustrating at times last night, Ernie, is there wasn't really a lot of flow developed. You can't have much when you have more power play time than you do at even strength.
Oh, no question. I mean, I think we had less than 10 minutes of 5-on-5 hockey the whole game. It was definitely hard to get a rhythm.
Here's Fulton now, far side at the goal line. Tried to make a centering feed. What a play from Borgerding as he went down to one knee to block that centering ice passing attempt. Now a seam pass to the near side. Too far for Parrott. He does chase it down. And 14:36 remains here in the period. Shot from the blue line. Tips off of a few bodies. Goes to the far side circle. Back post play and a goal. John Fulton with an early strike on the man advantage for Chaparral. And it is 1-0. Wolverines are on top here with 14:29 left in the first period. Good looking seam pass there, and Fulton was ready on the back door. Early strike from Chaparral. Steamboat looking to respond. They're going to come right back out with a big unit of LaPointe, Kamitsky, and Colombo. Kempers and Beckett are the defensive pair off the draw. Comes to the Steamboat zone. Colby Beckett takes it as he has to retreat behind his own goal. Cycles it up the near side half wall. Kaminsky had a touch on it. LaPointe takes it over and fires it around to the far side. Colombo with one hand on his stick. Chips it up, not out. Taken again by Colombo. He chips off the wall. Too far for LaPointe. That'll go for an icing against Steamboat and come all the way back to the Sailors' end. 1-0 game here. Your Sailors left to right on the radio dial. Down by a goal after that power play strike from Chaparral. 14:11 left, so still not even 3 minutes into this one here. Face-offs can be taken here by Tanner Ripley, and he wins that draw. They're making you look good so far, Coach. You said that Ripley and Maltby were the two.
You know, yeah, they can win the draws. You know, we've been plagued with slow starts the whole season. You know, fortunately with our guys, we're relatively resilient, so we have the ability to come back. But I'd like to see a different start. But hey, you know, let's see where it goes.
Dakota Kenyon gets an outlet pass, tries to forecheck. It's going to be sent back behind the net. Set up there by Peyton Tritz. Left it for Kempers. He's blasted into the wall. Ends up tying up with a man, and the puck is going to come out. And it's a foot race here. McNamara trying to chase this one down, but it's going to be taken instead by Finnegan. Works it up the near side, boards, and up now comes Piper, who fires it in, and they'll just turn for a change. Morton takes it now. Fires it behind his own goal to Colby Beckett near side corner. Chips it off the half wall. Kenyon couldn't chase it down. Comes to a Chaparral player. Chance from the slot. Shot blocked off there by Tritz. Into the near corner to the goal scorer, Fulton. Works it up to the blue line now. It's Walsh. D-to-D with that one. Bounces around. Back to Walsh near side blue line. Fires another shot. That'll be stopped by Peyton Tritz. No rebound to speak of. 13 minutes left here in the first stanza. 1-0 game. Chaparral on top on a power play goal. For however many penalties there were, it's unbelievable how few power play goals there were last night.
Yeah, I mean, that was all on Tritz. I mean, he played phenomenal. He was square to the shooter the whole time. I mean, that last play, Chaparral on the power play, they did a great job of setting a guy on that far post and centering the puck. So you can't really stop something like that. Our D was a little bit better last night in forcing the shots from the outside, so we'll see if they can adjust.
It's going to be one on the ensuing face-off by Chaparral, but quickly turned out the other way by Steamboat. Bounces around between the two teams and an offsides whistle down here, as the face-off will be at center ice, says the official. So they have switched it up a little bit. Linesmen become officials, officials become linesmen, and there is one new guy in the crew of four. Face off at center ice. It's going to be one back by Sullivan. He got it to Morton, quickly turns it up the near side wall, but it's going to go too far for Burnson, and so Chaparral possesses here. And again, we see another puck that ends up in the netting. This one stays in play, but got whistled down as it did touch the net. He didn't go over the glass. 12:39 left here in the first period of play. 1-0 score, Chaparral on top of your Steamboat Sailors. Just joining us, Steamboat in white, and they're left to right here on the radio dial. In first period play, LaPointe's out there to take this draw. Almost got tied up. Chaparral ends up with it on their stick, and it's going to be worked up by Parrott into the zone to his forehand. Tries to send one across the crease. Great job by Griffin Maltby getting a stick on it. And now it's worked for the blue line. High rising shot. Didn't hit anything except the netting behind the goal as Carter Deal finds the 8-iron. And the net in this faceoff will come back outside the Steamboat zone. 12:25 left here in the first. 1-0 game. Sailors down due to a power play goal. Looking for a response, and they brought out their first line again for it. LaPointe at his own blue line, poked away from him. Now it's Morton to Maltby. His pass up ice, ill-advised, right up the slot. Ends up getting turned towards the goal, but a good job from Peyton Tritz, making sure he covers up on that play. So who's technically the head coach? Is there one, or do they even have to technically assign one?
They don't have to. They don't have to technically assign one. And we know that by default it's Greg LaPointe, but he's probably the most vocal over there on the bench right now. But I'm sure Brian has a few choice words to the lack of effort and thinking that's going on right now for Steamboat. I mean, they really need to get it together here and start connecting on some passes and find a rhythm.
Just as you said, another giveaway in their own end for the Sailors. It's going to be taken by Chaparral. Cycled behind the net. Borgening chips it up this near side wall in an effort to get it to Dakota Kenny, and he couldn't. Borgening again fighting for it. He's just wrapped up there by Adam Leffler. And now it's Kenyon on the near side. Again, he gets dispossessed. Borgening's fighting for it. He's got help from Kenyon. And once more, it's chipped deep into the Steamboat end. Colby Beckett has a go at it. Rims it around the far side wall. McNamara sends it up, and it'll be chipped into the neutral zone as Steamboat finally gets a little bit of a break here. Kenyon on the forecheck. Ripley ends up with it at his own blue line on his stick. Sends it off the wall. That's going to be long enough for an icing play. And so the Sailors are able to change, but once again, they'll start on their heels here back in their own end with 11:17 left in the first. Still a 1-0 game, and Chaparral right now seems to have most of the chances.
Oh, clearly. I think Steamboat's going to have to gain the red line and get the pucks in deep and start working hard. I mean, I think that's the biggest challenge they've met with so far is Chaparral's just been pinning us into the defensive zone and not giving us an opportunity. So
here's an outlet pass to Kelly. Had to gather it in his skate, kicks it to his stick and goes deep with it, and the forecheck is on for Steamboat. Chaparral takes it. Kept in at the line by Beckett. Kelly in the high slot with it. Rips a shot. Stopped down by Clayton Mayfield. And I think that's his first legitimate save he's had to make so far, as we are just about 6 minutes through this first period of play. Finds his logo. Same line stays out for Steamboat. They've got Maltby centering Sullivan and Kelly. Kempers and Morton on the back end. Maltby on this draw to the glove side of the left catching Mayfield. It's going to be taken at the near side half wall by Kelly, trying to fight off two different Chaparral players. Gets help from Maltby, sent behind the goal, but it's going to be gathered there by Alexander Walsh. And a quick little play on the breakout. Chaparral comes in across the offensive zone, and a blue line high-rising slap shot goes over the goal frame. Now picked up by Fulton behind the net. He's going to try and throw his body weight around. poked around between the two teams and eventually taken by Matt Kempers. Chips it up, not out. Once more, Steamboat struggling to break one out of their own end. Here's Curtis Malpe. Nice pass to Kelly. Gives it off to Sullivan. He had it go to his skates, though. Sullivan then ducks away from a hit there. He did get it in deep in the process. Chipped up the wall. Kept in by Quinn Morton. Shoots one. Stopped. Rebound. Batted in by Sean Sullivan. A little baseball-esque play. We've got a 1-1 game. Unbelievable eye-hand coordination there, but a great shot selection from Quinn Morton to shoot that one low and hard. And we've got a tie game with 10:09 left here in the first period.
It's amazing how fundamental plays come together with these guys. You know, we talk about this in practice. Get a low shot on net, good things happen. And Sean was in the right spot at the right time, made a great play there, batting it out of the air and into the net.
Steamboat ties it up. Hopefully that ignites the fire in the belly, as they have been a little bit slow, as you alluded to earlier. But now we are tied up at 1 apiece. Ensuing face-off pushed forward by LaPointe. Hits off some guys at the Chaparral blue line. Ends up carrying all the way back to Griffin Malpe in his own zone. Gets a second go at it again as Chaparral was pegged for a delayed offside. Had to touch up, giving Steamboat enough time to send it up. Here's Borgarding. Got LaPointe. LaPointe's into the zone trying to duck away from a hit, but he ended up forgetting the puck in the process. And then Griffin Malpe gives a little FIFA play into the offensive end again. Taken back by the Wolverines. Steamboat fighting for it in the neutral zone now. And it comes to LaPointe. Chips it off the wall. In goes Johnny Q. And he'll be the first man there. Tried to send it out front. Takes a hit in the process. Worked out through the legs there of Colombo. And then at the blue line, it's kept in by Borgarding. Nice job helping out Griffin Malpe, who had gone down to a knee and couldn't keep it. Now Chaparral has it on their breakout attempt in the near side half wall. Taken by Colombo. Great job. Here comes LaPointe. In, shoots, score! 2-1. David LaPointe with Kaminsky in front. It hits somebody before going to that top right corner. I'm not sure if it was Kaminsky or a defender, but a great job by Steamboat with 2 goals in under a minute, and it's a 2-1 game now with the Sailors on top.
Again, hard work on the corners, keeping the puck down low. It comes out to the top. Good effort by Borgarding to keep it in the zone. You know, Johnny Q goes back there, puts a little pressure. You know, good things happen. Good things happen when you move your feet and get pucks on net.
You know, it looks as though they say that LaPointe did get that goal. And so, one of the senior leaders here, sparking it for the Steamboat Sailors. It's worked back into the Sailors' end, however. Broken stick. That was Colby Beckett who lost a twig. He'll need new lumber when he can. Taken by Chaparral in the meantime. Near side. It's sent through the crease. Shot. Goal. And it's 2-2. A great looking backdoor play to Tyler Johnson. And we've got a goal fest. A lot different of a look of a game than we saw yesterday. It's 2-2. As Johnson ties things up with 8:50 left in the first, and you can kind of attest that to that broken stick. Colby Beckett, a defender, was helpless back there in the zone. Couldn't even get a stick in the lane as it was laying behind the net broken.
No, and once he got a little squirrely trying to move around, it, you know, obviously it's really hard to play that way around the net without a stick. So he did what he could, but, you know, Chaparral again finding the opportunity in the seam.
That's twice now on the backdoor play that it has connected, one on the power play. Going to be taken off the ensuing draw. Worked to the Steamboat zone. Sailors have it. Worked up to the blue line. Kept in there by a reaching Alexander Walsh. Taken back again by Malpe. Fires one off the wall. He's got Ripley. Fans on it, but it ends up carrying in on goal. And it'll be covered up there by Clayton Mayfield, no relation to Baker. 8.5 minutes left in the first, a 2-2 score here on KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. Want to thank Doc's Auto Clinic, taking care of you by taking care of your car. Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank, member FDIC. And Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice and the homeowner's friend. Face-off won by Steamboat. Here's LaPointe. Makes a move. Tries to get to the high slot. Somehow comes up with the puck. Gets it to Morton near side. Poked away from him. And a foot race here. Griffin Malpe trying to get back into his own end. It's going to be shot in on goal. Stopped by Tritz. And there's no rebound. Talk a little bit. We never saw Dakota Ridge throughout the season. You guys had a lot more of what seemed to be a respectable game between the two teams. This, on the other hand, the Chaparral team you've seen twice. Maybe a little bit of holdover, bad blood from Chaparral losing 2 to you guys.
Yeah, they were both pretty chippy games on, us and them the last 2 games. It's really going to be a battle of who can keep their head and maintain themselves throughout the game. So we'll see how they end up.
There's a whiff at the blue line. Here comes Colombo with Kaminsky streaking down. Drop pass to LaPointe. Shot there. Stopped by Mayfield. And he hangs on as it found the logo. Fastest chest in the league there. Faceoff's going to be in the Steamboat offensive end with 8:03 to go in the first. 2-2 score here from NOCO Ice Center. Do want to thank Steamboat Dental Center, dentistry designed for you. Visit Dr. Whitty and the team or check them out online at steamboatdentalcenter.com. Looks as though the Sullivan, Kelly, and Curtis Malpe line back out here for Steamboat. Sullivan, though, taking this face-off, being on his strong side. Borgening and Beckett, who now has a new twig, out there as a defensive pair for your Steamboat Sailors. Sullivan's going to win this cleanly to Beckett. He tries to get one on the goal, but it's blocked down by a number of blue jerseys. Taken by Kelly at the half wall, tried a toe drag, lost it, got it back in the high slot, tried one too many moves, taken by Chaparral, and here come the Wolverines. As Beckett tried to throw the body, lost it. Puck ended up coming to him, though. Now Borgening on the near side. Fires a pass up to Sullivan. Gathers it in. One-on-one. Sullivan makes a move. He's to his backhand. Tried to turn the corner there. Just got taken down and lost his footing at the same time, so wasn't able to quite possess. Sailors will touch up once again as Chaparral tries the old flip play up ice. No one home. Colby Beckett takes it back in his own zone. Goes D to D to Borgening near side. Up to Kelly. Chips it up the wall. Kept in there by Walsh. And high rising play. It bounces around between the two teams, and Kelly has it again. Pass there to Curtis Malpe. Up to Kenyon, who's streaking. Dakota Kenyon didn't end up with it. Curtis Malpe in, but they whistle it down for an offsides. Almost an opportunity for Malpe there.
Yeah, we, Steamboat's got to do a much better job of getting the puck out of the zone. I mean, these efforts are weak at best.
You can say we, being the coach of the team.
Okay. Yeah. It's always interesting, though, sitting here. I mean, a lot of the commentary that we would normally have on the bench, we can't really say, but I can only imagine the words that I would like to say to them right now as far as their effort and lack thereof.
Here is Ripley. Tried to get it out of the zone. He couldn't. McNamara throws the body. Puck came in, and that dead butterfly is knocked out of the air by Peyton Tritz, and he'll hang on.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. You know, that weak pass up the middle outside the blue line. They've got to put more heat on it.
That's what I told my adult league team in a timeout the other day. You know, you've got to mean what you do with the puck when you have a chance. And make sure you do what you mean. That's what I'm meant to say.
Right. Yeah.
6:38 left here in the first. Still a 2-2 game from NOCO Ice Center. A flurry of goals. 3 inside of, I think, about 2.5 minutes after that early strike on the power play from Chaparral. And it'll be kept in off the ensuing draw. LaPointe's going to just push it along further, trying to find Colombo. Ends up with it, flipped it up, not out. Colombo then battles for it, and eventually it's poked free to the neutral zone. Kaminsky comes up with it, lost it at the red line, taken by Fulton, and he eventually got it poked away from him, though followed up nicely. And this is the other goal scorer. That is Tyler Johnson. His pass intercepted. Now Kaminsky takes it, fires it off to LaPointe. Tries to get around the last defender. And he's tied up with him into the near side corner. Puck comes free as Kaminsky. Came in. Sorry, that was Quinn Morton from the blue line. Came in. Had to go up. And now Kaminsky again trying to hold it in, but eventually works out to the neutral zone. Colombo fires it right back in for the Sailors. They touch up, and Quinn Morton is the first man there. Cycles it low behind the net to Kaminsky. Johnny Q out front with that pass, and Colombo was sneaking in from the blue line, as he could have had that if he'd remained in the high slot. Taken by Chaparral, they work it back the other way. Coming in on the attack, this is Finnegan. Now he's bumped in the high slot. Followed up by Luke Lagasse, and Lagasse will make a move. A nice toe drag. He's behind the Steamboat goal now, out on the far corner. Sends a pass to the blue line. There's Walsh ripping a shot hard and low. Gathered by Tritz, no rebound. 5:18 left here in first period play.
2-2 score. It's a close one here starting off.
It's a close one. I kind of liked the Dakota Ridge game yesterday because we went 0-0 for so long, and then once we broke the ice, we were able to get out there. But, the fact that both teams have scored relatively on their opportunities that they've had, it's always quite disturbing because you never know which way the momentum is going to go.
It's going to be worked around this near side wall, kept in by Finnegan. Shot now, again stopped by Tritz, no rebound. Seems as though he's got a pretty good start to the game in terms of keeping those rebounds close to him.
I have seen unbelievable focus on Peyton's part these last couple games that we've played. He's really just buckled down and found where he's comfortable. And I love the fact that we have somebody we can trust. But
just as you were talking, another backdoor goal from Chaparral. And it's just like you said, that was Michael, was that Gaudio, I thought, that scored it. Lagasse, the first one, through the line. Usually that's for the goal scorer, but I thought it was Gaudio that ended up scoring that goal. 4:54 left in the 3-2 game. They're connecting on the chances, both teams.
Absolutely, and the thing that's frustrating is, the modern goaltending, you really have to get the goalie to move side to side to beat them, and that's exactly what they're doing to Peyton right now. They're finding that guy on the back door, and they're 3 for 3 on it. So we're going to have to be a lot better at covering that back door.
Ensuing draw. Ends up low in the Chaparral end. LaPointe fighting for it. All three of the forwards get in there. We've already switched the lineup as Grant McNamara is out there now with Colombo and LaPointe. Going to be taken here by Chaparral. Flipped up ice. And Matt Kempers tries to fight for this. Neither player looked at the puck. They just went for the body. Eventually worked back to the Chaparral end as the Wolverines will take this behind their own net. It's Carter Deal. Works it up the near side wall. He finds Tyler Johnson. And the puck comes free to the Steamboat end. No icing on this one as it hit off both players fighting for the puck. Taken by Chaparral again. This is Fulton who opened up the scoring earlier in the game. I think that one's sent through the net that was uplifted there. Here comes Colombo for Steamboat. Off the wall, knocks a man over as well. Got it in deep. Dakota Kenyon on the forecheck now for Steamboat. Tries to get it away from Walsh. And it's flipped up and off the glass. Comes down to a Chaparral player. Looked to be offside to me. And here's Walsh now sending it out front. It's dangerously right there in front of the crease. Taken by Steamboat. Clearing attempt. Hits a man in the high slot. Bodies fly and an elbowing call coming up here against Steamboat. Curtis Malpe is going to be headed back to the box for a second stint. And he would feel shame.
If you don't move your feet, you take penalties. I mean, that's the bottom line in this game. And, some guys learn that in an early time, and some guys just never do. And it's kind of frustrating sitting here watching, two opportunities where they could have just moved their feet and made a play on the puck, and, they end up taking a penalty. What can you do?
3:30 left. What Steamboat's going to have to do is kill another penalty. It's a 3-2 game. Chaparral on top here. And we're just in the first period of play. Another giveaway. Kept in the blue line. Shot stopped by Tritz. And he hangs on. That took 6 seconds off of the clock. Ryan Winkle with the opportunity from the blue line. Here is a face-off. Tanner Ripley will try and win. Unsuccessful in his bid to do so. Taken by Chaparral. Worked up to Winkle at the blue line. Near side now to Finnegan. Far side Winkle again. Down into Lagasse. And Lagasse will just try and get away from pressure. Gives it back up top to Winkle. To Lagasse. Had to reach for it. Came free. Worked up the wall. And Lagasse will just play a little pitch and catch with his man behind the net. And it'll be taken now by Leffler. Comes out on the near side. Leffler, seam pass there to Lagasse. Had to gather it off of his backhand. Up top now to Winkle. Back to Lagasse in the circle. Poked away from him as they tried to toe drag. Nice job from Griffin Malpe with the active stick. Lagasse again. They work in the box up in terms of Steamboat's possession. Worked low again here as Leffler gives it to Lagasse. Back to Leffler. And he has to go behind the Steamboat net. Quinn Morton comes in, pressures, gets the puck for Steamboat, can't clear, and a penalty coming up. That'll be a slash. Or what are they going to say? Now they're saying both? They're giving Quinn Morton a penalty because
that makes no sense whatsoever. That is ludicrous. I have no idea why they would take both guys in that scenario.
So a slash on one.
Yeah, and what's the penalty on the other?
I didn't even see him.
All he did was try to clear the puck and then got slashed.
I'm assuming it's a unsportsmanlike. That's the only thing I can think of. Maybe saying something to the official. 4-on-3 now? No, there's 5-on-4 still. They'll call it coincidentals. So 5-on-4, same numerical strength here. For the Wolverines, number 26 out of line.
Interesting.
Did they give him an unsportsmanlike?
I have no idea. I didn't see the referee make the hand signal, so I'm not really sure what he was called for.
Off the ensuing draw, won by Chaparral. Shot from the point, score. Didn't take long. John Fulton with his second goal of the game as he goes right over the blocker, and both of his have come on the power play. 4-2 game now in the first period of play. 2:16 left in the first stanza.
It's really hard for, these are hard lessons that you get learned, that when you get in the penalty box, you pay for it. And we were super strong yesterday on the penalty kill, but this is what happens when you get teams that can shoot. You can't take penalties against them.
Off the face-off, it's going to be scooped into the offensive end for Steamboat. McNamara on the forecheck. Hits his man, taken though by Chaparral, worked up into the neutral area again, where it'll be regathered by Griffin Malpe. Sends one to the near side. Bounces off a few different players. LaPointe trying to get back here defensively, and the man scared to even play the puck. He knew that LaPointe was barreling down on him. Worked to the far side corner, taken there by Dorian Parrott. Parrott's pass to the seam, no one home. Borgany chips it up the wall. McNamara comes in. Couldn't come up with the puck, though. Sent up into the air and in the offensive end by Borgany. Right back the other way by Chaparral. That'll go for an ice, and it'll come back 165 feet for the faceoff. 92 seconds remaining here in the period. 4-2 game. Chaparral on top of Steamboat. But you just got a feeling that we may see another goal or two here in the next minute and a half.
Well, let's hope it's one for the good guys, all right? Steamboat's got to get some pucks to the net. They got to start moving their feet.
It's going to be worked off the draw to the near side wall. Kaminsky's in there fighting for it. He gets the play. Up to Sullivan, his pass to Borgany. Under his skate, and it'll go all the way back to Peyton Tritz, who will make a play on this puck. Sends it up to Borgany, and a nice play there to Kaminsky. Couldn't come up with it. Gives it off instead to Sullivan, and Sullivan couldn't get through the defense. Chipped it in the corner, taken by Colombo. Pass out front there to Kaminsky, and his shot goes just wide. Good looking play there from Colombo, and Kaminsky, though, off of the forecheck. Chipped up again by Chaparral. Bodies fly. Colombo throwing his weight around. Taken by Borgany, rims it around the wall. Too far for Kaminsky, out to the neutral zone. Right back in. It's fired off the stick there of Ryan Winkle. Taken back by Borgany, chips up the wall. Nobody home there for Steamboat. Winkle takes over, goes D to D. And there's Finnegan on the far side. Sends one up ice. And it hits off bodies. Kaminsky fires it back the other way into the Chaparral end. Winkle has it. Sends it to Finnegan again. Just in front of his own bench. Sent up ice, and McNamara tried to get it in deep. Couldn't do it. 25 seconds remaining here in the period. Fulton gets through. And it sends one to the high slot, but it's all the way to the far side. Finnegan's shot blocked by, I believe that was Kaminsky over there. 15 seconds remain. Chaparral in the offensive end here, trying to get a late stage one here against Steamboat. Your Sailors defending madly, and eventually worked up the near side wall, but not out. And a big hit there from Ripley, and then bodies fly again, but eventually you find the horn.
Yampa Valley Bank, Alpine Lumber, Mountain View Car Wash, Steamboat Dental Center, and Chris Puckett with Edward Jones.
Get on SteamboatRadio.com and watch the game live. Check out the complete schedule while you're there.
is also brought to you by Steamboat Ace Hardware,
Allstate Insurance, the Allison Agency,
UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center,
Russell's Auto Salon,
and Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals. Remember, our sponsors support the Sailors, so please support our sponsor.
You're listening to Steamboat Sailors Hockey, only on Sports on FM. This is 98.9 KTYV. Steamboat Spring and SteamboatRadio.com.
The team at Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detailed services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where you won't get a penalty for having a dirty car.
I'm Terry.
And this is Phil
From Russell's Auto Salon.
If you need help with your auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we have gone green with Enviro-based paint.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
I'm Nate Kelly, and I'm in 12th grade. I'm number 19, and I play forward. I've played on the high school team for 2 years before this. I don't play any other sports. I'd like to go to college in the East, maybe at UNH or somewhere in Vermont. I will probably not play hockey in college. In 10 years, I see myself graduated from college, living probably back in Steamboat. I'm going to ski a lot. I don't really have any major plans, though. Outside of school, I'm also involved in ping pong. I'm a part of the ping pong club, and I play a lot of ping pong. My favorite subject in school is PE, and that's because I like to play the games and all the other sports that we do. My favorite movies are James Bond because they have a lot of action. Last summer, I chilled out a lot with all my friends. My goals for this season are to win and have fun. My goals for life are to graduate from college and high school and have a successful life. But what I will remember most about being a Sailor is playing home games. I'm Nate Kelly. I'm in 12th grade, and I'm proud to be a Sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Hey, Sailor hockey fans, PJ Wharton of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown hockey team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our Steamboat student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors Hockey on KTYV Sports on FM at 98.9. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown, Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game, and let's go, Sailors!
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc's for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc's are ASD certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.
This is Skip Deerdorf from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is the Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we're proud to support Sailors Ice Hockey. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
Hello, my
My name is Matthew Kempers, and I'm a junior in high school. I'm number 16, and I play defense. I've been playing hockey for 12 years, and this is my second year on the team. I also like to bike race, play lacrosse, and occasionally hit the tennis ball. I'd like to go to college at CSU or MSU. I'll probably play some club hockey in college, but I'm looking to focus more on my academics. I see myself in 10 years with a great job and not letting money be an obstacle for me. Outside of school, I'm involved with hot tub cleaning with Luke Borgading, part of the BFA Club, part of Steamboat Springs Teen Council, and my favorite subject in school is shop because it gives me a lot of freedom and lets my mind be creative. My favorite movie is Avatar because there's a lot of action scenes in it and the blue people are fighting for what they love. Last summer I went out to the vineyard and hung out with Quinn Keefe, and I went to Belize on a mission trip with the Methodist Church, and I traveled around a lot in Colorado. My goals for this season are to bond with the boys and make it as far as we can, but also have lots of fun doing it. My goals in life are to have a great family, settle down, get a good job, and do what I love, which is hanging outdoors. What I will remember most about being a Sailor is the team dinners and just the great community and fans that we have at our home games. My name is Matthew Kempers. I'm a junior, and I'm proud to be a Sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Sports-related dental injuries account for more than 600,000 ER visits each year. If your child is playing a sport and not wearing a mouthguard, they are 60 times more likely to suffer harm to their teeth. Steamboat Dental Center offers custom-fit mouthguards made from an exact model of your child's teeth. They are effective, comfortable, easy to clean, and also cheaper than a visit to the ER. Call Steamboat Dental Center today and receive half off a custom mouthguard. SteamboatDentalCenter.com. Go Sailors!
Steamboat Ace is your go-to place for everything you need for your home. Bridget here from Steamboat Ace, and we aren't just paints and power tools. Ace has a great pet section to keep your furry friend happy and healthy. A fun toy section stocked with items for all ages to make the perfect gift. Beautiful housewares, cookware, candles, and more to decorate and add beautiful style to your table. Stop into Steamboat Ace, proud to support your Steamboat Sailors, and see all that we have for your home. Steamboat Ace, the helpful all your home needs place.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. I'm Chris Puckett, your Steamboat Springs Edward Jones financial advisor. Now's the time to make investments that can help provide money for the ever-rising cost of college. There's more than one strategy to save for college. Please come in to discuss your options.
For a free college cost analysis, call Chris Puckett at 879-1851 or stop by his office at 941 Lincoln Avenue. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
Hey, I'm Sean. I'm a sophomore in high school. I'm number 21, playing defense. I've played for 7 years. This is my first year on the high school team. I also like lacrosse and surfing. I'd like to go to college in California or Hawaii or somewhere with a beach. I try and play in college, but I don't know, maybe I'll see how it works out. In 10 years, I hope I'll be living out of my car and climbing mountains and surfing and just kind of traveling up and down the west coast of North and South America, you know. Outside of school, I'm in teen council, student council, FBLA, stuff like that, you know. My favorite subject is not AP physics, probably math. My favorite movie is Pulp Fiction. It's got some great one-liners in there. It's pretty funny. It's got some good action too. Last summer, I went backpacking for 3 weeks in Leadville Mountain area, and I went to California a couple times. Surfed a lot. My goals for this season are to get better, have fun times, and to win a lot. My goals for life are to surf a lot, be happy, be successful, and make an impact. What I'll remember most about being the Sailor is probably all the team bonding and the team dinners in the locker room and stuff. I am Sean. I'm a sophomore, and I'm proud to be a Sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spot
Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Hi, I'm Joanna Allison with Allstate. My husband Brett and I are excited to bring Allstate Insurance to the Yampa Valley. We are so fortunate to live in this amazing place and want to help you protect all that's good in your life. Brett and I are here to provide local insurance advice and help customize an insurance plan that meets your needs. Stop by the Allison Allstate Agency in Steamboat on 5th Street, right across from Mahogany Ridge for a free quote, or Google us at Allstate Steamboat. We are a proud supporter of the Steamboat Sailors.
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc are ASD certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family.
How about the U.S. team curling?
We are located just past the move on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to
Isn't the
support
championship tomorrow for hockey?
Small emergencies, scrapes, sprains, and stitches. They're bound to happen.
Dude. I'm going
you
for
deserve
Germany.
quick care from trusted physicians. At UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center, our emergency care team is here for you and your loved ones.
Norway has
the
more than
board-certified
everybody.
physicians at YVMC are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to get you in and out the door quickly. You'll experience the same safe and high-quality care you've come to expect
Everything.
at YVMC. Now with smaller prices,
They're really good at like
small
the Nordic
emergencies.
stuff.
Yampa Valley Medical Center, now part of the UC Health family.
That's how they get to work.
Yeah, exactly.
You can work every day.
It's like, oh, new record for you? Oh, Sven, you go to Olympics next year.
Got to work in record time.
The face-off is just moments away. Now we join the call of Steamboat Sailors Hockey on 98.9.
That's Austrian. We got to work on our goals. Is that more like
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're practicing our Norwegian here in the press box. I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't do that anymore.
No.
Like you said, at least not on air, you know? Maybe we go to, wait till the second intermission for that one. I'm joined by Ernie Thiel here, head coach of your Steamboat Sailors. Obviously, penalties stacked up yesterday, Coach, and you have to sit up here in the press box with me. But they got a pretty good little thing here.
Well, you got a great setup. You know, it's a great place to watch hockey. It's not as good as being on the bench, but you got to do what you got to do. I'm really looking forward to this second period. This has been our strongest period all year, and this is usually when we're able to take control of the game. So hopefully we can get past those 2 quick goals toward the end of the period there and make a game of it.
We'll see what happens here in the early goings. We're going to be playing at 5-on-5. It's been a little bit better of a game, I'd say, in terms of penalties and not having. I think there's only like 4 after the first period yesterday, and then there's 24 the rest of the time.
Yes. Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. What's the difference between being on the bench, being up here? Are you able to see some of the tendencies of your guys that you may not have recognized before?
No, I think you see the same things. The hardest part is not being able to communicate with the players when you do see it, and to be able to be right there on the bench and active in the corrections. So hopefully Coach Brian Ripley and Greg LaPointe are communicating that, and I'm sure they did in the locker room. I know that Peyton's a pretty passionate player as a goaltender. I'm sure he had a few choice words for his defense. So
they're taking Tritz's helmet into the referee's locker room.
Are they doing it again? They did that to us in the last game. Do you remember this? So they took Peyton's helmet, his black helmet, because it didn't have the safety sticker on it. And they gave us a penalty for not having the safety sticker for improper equipment. Now, it was this team that did it to us, and they waited till we took a penalty as a 5-on-4. Then they called that so they could get a 5-on-3, which backfired on them. We scored shorthanded. Apparently, they're doing it again because they don't realize that Peyton actually got a new helmet.
Wow.
So.
Oh man, that's something else.
Yeah, it's quite incredible to me. I mean, I know the rules are the rules, but when you're trying to establish when you do something like that, I think it just kills the spirit of the game and the spirit of the sport.
Yeah.
Some of us as coaches would never do that regardless of the situation, but apparently it's important to them to have proper equipment and make sure that there's a little sticker on the back. So
I've got to say the sticker part's right. Everyone does have an emphasis on the proper equipment, obviously.
Right.
But that's just nitpicking and trying to gain an upper hand.
Oh, no question.
And now they'll delay the game because of it. So there you go. For those of us leaving after the game tonight, we won't get home till that much later. Dag nabbit.
Well, let's just hope that we go home happy, right?
Exactly. While we got a second, I do want to thank a few of our sponsors. Doc's Auto Clinic, taking care of you by taking care of your car. The Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank, member FDIC. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, and the homeowner's friend. If I were the official, I would be like, okay, you check it out, you go in there, you have some laughs that the coach just did that. You come back out and say, oh, here you go, sir, here's your helmet. It's fine.
Well, that's exactly what just happened, it's incredible that, hey, some people want to win at all costs, and obviously we want to win. I mean, we want it just as bad as everybody else, but, some people have different tactics, I guess.
Yeah, different ways of achieving that end goal. I want to thank a few more of our sponsors while we got a second. Steamboat Dental Center, Mountain View Car Wash, and Russell's Auto Salon, all proud supporters of Sailors Athletics, as well as Steamboat Ace Hardware, Russell's Auto Salon, and UC Health at Yampa Valley Medical Center.
I think the reality of it is that they should be penalized for, it's just like the stick issue.
Yeah.
If you have an illegal and for them to do something like this, they should be assessed a penalty for that.
I agree with you. No repercussion. And we'll head to the second period of play here. 4-2 Chaparral on top. And Peyton is getting some words from the official. Maybe he was telling him the joke that he told the other guy with the bands when they went into the locker room.
Maybe, or he was just keeping Peyton from going to the bench, the other team's bench. I think that was more what it was.
What?
Escorting him to the net.
Would he have said something or something? I mean, I don't know. He seemed like kind of a quiet kid.
Yeah.
He's calmed down quite a bit since the beginning of the season. I don't know if you guys had to have some words with him, but he definitely he isn't throwing pucks at people anymore.
I think his jokes have just become more precise.
There you go. We'll take that. Curtis Malpe's out there to start things off here for the Sailors, centering a line with Nate Kelly and Sean Sullivan. Puck immediately rolls in on Clayton Mayfield. And it is a quick whistle. This time, though, it's a face-off inside the Sailors' offensive end. 16:56 left here. So just 4 seconds in. And Borgany and Beckett are the blue liners here. Malpe to take this draw on his strong side. He's going to win it back. Boarding keeps it in the zone. And we'll just send one down to Sullivan. Sullivan got poke checked. And a foot race here as up comes Chaparral. Move to the inside. Boarding takes him down. And we'll see what they're going to say here. Trying to decide what it is. He's thinking about it. And I think the official is saying that's just going to be a hook, or are they going to have words? It's amazing how many officials are in the stands. I was saying that yesterday. There was probably 104 officials. They're giving him a penalty shot.
Unreal. The same play happens last night. They don't make a call at all. And they find 60 ways to justify it, and then something like that happens, and they make it a penalty shot. So let's go, Peyton. Come up big, kid.
So Boarding should come out of the penalty box. .16:42 left. A penalty shot here for Chaparral. I don't know why he's still in the penalty box. Unless he's just thinking to himself. I don't know. But it's going to be a penalty shot here for Tyler Johnson, one-on-one against Peyton Tritz. 18 seconds into the period, Johnson comes to the near side, into the middle of the ice, shoots and scores. 5-hole shot there for Johnson in the 5-2 game. That's his second strike on the night as well. So Chaparral takes a 3-goal lead here against your Sailors. And a penalty to Johnson. A little bit of too much unsportsmanlike conduct there to Johnson, who let Peyton have it and gets an unsportsmanlike. So Steamboat now are they going to give him the 2-minute or just a misconduct? And the coach wants to have words with him. He just watched it do it right in front. Power play for Steamboat coming up now. Hey, we've got over 100 officials here once again, Ernie.
Yeah, I'm at a loss for words right now. Being on the radio, I obviously can't say what I want to say right now, but I'm just blown away at the lack of. Honestly, I'm just going to be candid. The lack of class on their part on the coaching staff. So come on, Steamboat. Let's bury him right here, guys. Come on, let's get one back.
So Steamboat headed to the man advantage with LaPointe, Colombo, and Kaminsky coming out, as well as Borgerding and Kempers. It is a 2 and a 10. So he got the 2-minute and a 10-minute misconduct on top of that. So big loss there for Chaparral. LaPointe's going to take this face-off at center ice. Coaching staff for Steamboat getting some clarification on the whole transpiring events. Now Finnegan takes it, fires one the length of the sheet. Borgerding has to go behind his own goal to gather it in. Sends it D-to-D to Kelly, goes behind his own goal and out the other side. Finds Colombo near sideboards now. His pass went under his stick, picked up by Chaparral. Finnegan has it and sends it down once again. And it'll come all the way back. Borgerding's going to chase it down and reverse his course. Kicks it to Nate Kelly. Takes up that far side. Goes dangerously in front of his own net and was taken down. No call on that. Here comes Borgerding. Steps in across the offensive blue line. Leaves it off for LaPointe. Peels to the blue line. His pass was behind Colombo, who didn't know it was coming to him. So Chaparral intercepts. And now here's Tritz just firing it up the length of the sheet. Finnegan has it, fires it off the wall near side. Touched in behind the net, and Steamboat again will have to come out of their own end. LaPointe takes this for your Sailors. A minute to go in the man advantage now. 15:38 left in the period, and LaPointe couldn't get it to go up ice. Borgerding trying to back check, breakaway shot goes wide as Brendan Zier had the opportunity for Chaparral. Steamboat a little nonchalant right now in their power play breakouts. Finally, Borgerding takes it, and he's going to skate, being harassed there by Walsh. We saw that as a slash all of last night, not today. Now again, it's Zier. McNamara back checking, and are you kidding me? They're going to say both of them are going. How? What is going on?
Well, I think what so he was the linesman last night, and he was clear about the fact that there were a lot of dives last night that were called. When we were called for penalties, that the kids were embellishing the falls. So I think that's what he's calling right now. He teed him up.
He did give him the unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, so I think that's what's going on. He was not a big fan of the embellishments, but he was just the linesman last night, so he didn't really have any power to do anything about it. And that clearly was an embellishment. I mean, he barely got the stick on him.
So now we will continue to skate at 5-on-4s. That should be just a coincidental penalty there. No numerical changes. 5-on-4 here. Steamboat still has 28 seconds to work with on the man advantage, though Walsh is over there talking with the official, trying to get some clarification. 5-2 score here from NOCO. Chaparral on top of your Steamboat Sailors. 15:09 left, and again we've already got penalties starting to pile up here. And it's already 9 o'clock, so there you go. We were 2 minutes into this second period.
I got nowhere to be, Vlad.
Yeah, me neither, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't need sleep. To work by Griffin Maltby. You're right. As long as it takes for Steamboat to get back in this one and win it, we'd love to see that. Here's Sullivan now, tries to make a move into the offensive end. Poke checked away from him. And here's Fulton. He's already got 2 tonight. Toe drags around a defender, but lost it as he'll pass it back. Slap shot from the far circle is blocked off by Tritz. That was a chance for Lagasse. Now it's going to be Fulton. He spins away from pressure, and the man comes out of the box who is serving the 2 minutes on that call and charges in and knocks Sullivan off the puck, send it out front. Griffin Maltby, though, takes over. That was Lonnie Moore. He was getting his first taste of action this evening. Sent up this way again, knocked out of the air, high sticking. Are they giving him a penalty on that? Or are they just sending him to the bench? They are giving him a penalty. Dorian Parrott's going to go to the box. Unsportsmanlike? That's a consistent call. We saw it twice, one for each team last night. You guys got one, and they got one of those late calls. I don't know about that one necessarily. It's not like a delayed off where the officials normally kind of letting everybody know, and then a whistle and then a shot, but 5-on-4 nonetheless for your Sailors. They'll take the fortuitous call. 14:21 left here in the second period. LaPointe's back out there with Kaminsky, Colombo, Kelly, and Borgening. Puck is down. LaPointe wins it. Goes to Borgening. He spins, fires a pass to Kelly, makes a move at the blue line. Into the high slot. Nate Kelly rips one. Blocked down. Shot and goal.
Way to go,
that
Q.
one's in. Kaminsky's right on the doorstep.
Way to go, Q. Fantastic. Fantastic. Nice work, boys.
And so a power play goal for Steamboat. Puts them right back in this one. 5-3 the score here. 14-13 left in the second. And half of the officials disagree with the call on that.
Yeah. The half to our right.
Yeah. Funny how that works out. Here's LaPointe, that was Borgening, D to Beckett off the ensuing draw. Chipped into the zone by Colombo. LaPointe's in on the forecheck. Tries to push his man off the puck. Gets a little help from Colombo as well down there. And the puck is eventually worked free, but a nice job from Kaminsky holding it at the blue line, and I think that hit the netting. They say that it was a stick that did. Play goes on. Chaparral, outlet pass. Too far for everybody, goes the length, and it'll come back 165 feet for the faceoff. 13:46 left here in the second period. 5-3 score. Your Sailors down by 2 still to Chaparral. This face-off to the glove side of the left catching Clayton Mayfield. It's going to be Maltby, Kelly, and Sullivan taking this next face-off, and it'll be worked in by Kempers, who kept it in at the blue line. Taken now by Chaparral, outlet pass, and the breakout successful. Here's Fulton with a full head of steam. He comes up near side. Sullivan's getting back, playing D on him. Sent out front, dangerous play through the crease. Didn't end up going on goal, hit some bodies. Now Kempers throws his weight around. Fulton's got that low center of gravity. Stays on his feet. Puck is kept in by Chaparral. Taken out by Quinn Morton. He gets hit in the knee. Morton's down. Chaparral fans cheering for an injury. I guess that class runs right up from the coaching staff up there, Ernie.
Yeah, it usually does. But that's unfortunate. I am watching intently here. Quinn has a history of knee issues, and that would be a pretty big blow for us. He's definitely one of our top 4 defensemen, and I'm hoping he's going to be okay. But by the way he's laying there, I'm not too optimistic right now.
We're getting some assistance from the trainer, who will come out. 13-11 left here in second period play, and we're going to step away for a minute. This is your Sailor Sports Connection, KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. In second period play, and we're going to step away for a minute. This is your Sailor Sports Connection, KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM.
The team at Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor Sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where you won't get a penalty for having a dirty car.
Steamboat Ace is your go-to place for everything you need for your home. Bridget here from Steamboat Ace, and we aren't just paint and power tools. Ace has a great pet section to keep your furry friend happy and healthy. A fun toy section stocked with items for all ages to make the perfect gift. Beautiful housewares, cookware, candles, and more to decorate and add beautiful style to your table. Stop into Steamboat Ace, proud to support your Steamboat Sailors, and see all that we have for your home. Steamboat Ace, the helpful all your home needs place.
Sports on FM. This is 98.9 KTYV. Steamboat Springs.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Quinn Morton was helped out and will be tended to by the trainer here, as this puck is going to be dropped back in the Steamboat zone. 5-on-5 from NOCO Ice Center. 13-11 left in the second period. They still haven't changed that. That's going to definitely confuse me in a second. 5-3 the score. Chaparral on top here. And we're just about set for the face-off back in the Steamboat zone. LaPointe to take it for the Sailors. He wins it cleanly. Gets it to Borgening. Borgening comes to the near side. Stops. He's behind the goal. Comes out on the near side now. Steps up ice. And notice he's all alone. Chipping it up to the wall. That'll go for an icing, as called by Carter Deal, the defenseman for Chaparral.
You know, it's funny when you see those plays like that in the NHL. Those are legitimate dump-ins. You know, they always give them that 3 feet on the red line to make that dump in, and you know, you get used to seeing that, and you wish they would just let it go.
Here now is face-off back in Steamboat end again. Colombo unintentionally blocks a shot. Here's LaPointe. Dangles a man. Comes in 2-on-1. He's got Kaminsky with him. On his back end to Kaminsky. Score! Jonathan Kaminsky with a beautiful play. What an effort from LaPointe to get around the defenseman. And a great feed to Kaminsky, crashing the net. It's 5-4. Your Sailors back to within 1.
It's fantastic, you know. Kaminsky, Colombo, those guys have been my cone heads from the 1980 Olympic team, you know. They are my cone heads. They work super hard. They have no problem driving the net. They are about as hard-working in practice, on and off the ice, as you could possibly have. Couldn't be any prouder to have those guys. LaPointe made a great pass. Kaminsky, that is exactly what every hockey player should do, going hard to the net.
5-4. Sailors down by just 1. 12:47 left here in the game. It's going to be sent in again below that Chaparral net. Sullivan fighting for it. And now it's Kelly out front with a pass. 12:31. Hey, apparently a 50-50 battle's a hook nowadays, but we won't say anything. Right. Here's Chaparral now. Sent out front to the back post. Doesn't go to Finnegan. Sent out front again. Chance shot. Big save from Chitz. Rebounds free. And Sullivan scoops it up for Steamboat. Sends it behind his own goal. Griffin Malpe will take it there for the Sailors. Looks, finds McNamara, chips it to the neutral zone. Taken back by Winkle in his own end. Sent up ice. And Borgening in his own blue now. Gathers this one in. He'll go D to D to Griffin Malpe. Has to gather it in off hopping puck. And a hand pass called as Finnegan had gloved that down to Fulton.
You know, Steamboat's got a little spring in their step right now. We got to keep this momentum. Got to get the puck in deep. We basically just looked like we had a pretty good forecheck there just a second ago and had a puck come out in the slot. And I think a couple more of those and the timing will be there and we'll be able to capitalize on it.
LaPointe, Kaminsky, Colombo right back out there again after a quick breather and some water. Kempers and Colby Beckett on the back end. LaPointe on his weak side on this face-off. Puck is down, hops once, taken by LaPointe. Out to the blue line, Kempers fires, blocked, and it comes to the neutral zone. Now Beckett pokes this one away from the Chaparral player. Followed up, though, by the Wolverines. Colombo has it, and he will try and work this back to Beckett on the far side corner. Sends one up to Kaminsky, hops over his stick, shot from Walsh. misses the net. Comes to the near side, and Colombo chips it off the wall, but a good pinch there from the defender for Chaparral. Now Kaminsky tried to go back to Beckett with a play, and it's taken back by Chaparral near side corner. They fight for this one, sending it up to the blue line, and eventually worked right back in below the Steamboat net again. Are you kidding? Colby Beckett.
There was no call there.
Yeah,
and that's okay. I mean, again, I think these guys are. I mean, obviously, and I hate to say it, but when you have a coach that's willing to call a sticker penalty for improper equipment, he's probably telling his guys to dive. And I shouldn't say that as a coach, but, that's like the quality of conversation that probably ends up happening.
Here's Nate Kelly, 2-on-1 developing. He's got Sullivan with him. Sullivan's down the back side. Great shot selection, but Kelly had his shot stopped by Mayfield. Martinez, hello. Mayfield had it, and here's going to be taken by Chaparral. Headman pass too far, should be an icing. They just called that against Steamboat. Now it's Chaparral, men off the bench. They gather it in. Fulton will take this one. He has been a wrecker so far this game. Sends it up to the blue line, right back down the wall by Carter Deal. Fought for behind the net, taken by Chaparral. They'll come out front. Man comes to the near side. It's Dorian Parrott. Tries to get away from Curtis Malpe. Puck comes free. Curtis Malpe fights for it. And eventually taken by Fulton. Kelly gave him a little bit of a shot there. No call on that. And here's Kempers now, pushing it up the near side. Taken right back, though, by Parrott, who tries to get free. Now Fulton with a good pass. And Parrott driven to the wall there and puts his hands up. Now fired up by Kelly. Touches it along to Malpe. Chips it to Sullivan. One-on-one. Sullivan cuts to his forehand. Rips one. Oh, big save there from Mayfield.
Just off the glove.
Another chance from Malpe sent through the crease. Nobody home for Steamboat. Puck worked up to the neutral zone. And Matt Kempers takes this one. Gets it to Kelly. Fired up to Fulton. Touches into the zone, and he'll go for a change, allowing for Griffin Malpe to take this behind his own net. 9:25 left here in the second period. Sent up to Sullivan. Tries to get it into the zone deep, but Walsh takes over to his own line. Fires a headman pass. That should be offsides. It will be. Delayed offsides, and that should come all the way back. It will. Man was just changing up there, and a good job from the linesman to recognize that it was behind him.
Yeah.
So, intentional offsides.
And these are the opportunities. It's going to be an offensive zone face-off for us, and we got to take advantage of this right now. Tanner's pretty solid on the draws. Let's hope Griffin can get a shot off the draw.
Ripley is going to get tied up on the draw. Taken by McNamara. Fires one towards the net. Blocked off the backside of a defender. Now Borgany to Ripley. Oh, he couldn't get a stick on that one. Tanner gets it, though, in the far corner. Takes it and fires it to Borgany at the blue line. Sends it down the wall looking for Kenyon. Taken instead, though, by Winkle. He's going to get poke checked, and it's fought for, and eventually Chaparral has it. Outlet pass. Finds its mark. Here's Adam Leffler. Breakaway. Leffler shoots. Big save from Tritz. And then Ripley drives his man to the wall. They are just falling over at the simplest touch. Now it's chipped up ice. Here's Dakota Kenyon. He's going to chase this down 2-on-2. Kenyon has McNamara with him. Made a move. Lost the puck. McNamara chases it down far side half wall. Tries to get it in deep. He poked it there. Ripley comes up with it. Sends it out front. It's blocked off, but it's picked up by McNamara. Sent to Kenyon. Backhander goes just off the side of the goal. Now sends it to McNamara. He gets a backhander on goal, and Mayfield with the stop. Ripley took a shot there. 8:14 left in the second. In a 5-4 game, Steamboat down by 1 here to Chaparral. Trying to tie things up after falling down by 3 goals, but Ernie, what are you seeing?
Well, I see what I would hope to see from this line that's coming out right now of Kaminsky, Colombo, and LaPointe, where we're going to the net hard, and we see Quinn Morton back out right now. We get a shot on net off the draw, which is good. So it's great to see Quinn back out there. He's been one of the heart and soul members of this team for the last year, and he's been a true leader as a captain. So good to see him back out on the ice.
Off the ensuing draw, taken by Chaparral. Fired up the wall. Morton has it at the red line. He'll dump it right back in. Steamboat still offsides. Kaminsky has to peel back out to neutral zone. They all touch up sequentially, and it's going to be taken here by Walsh, picking up ahead of steam. Walsh to his forehand. Shot. Stopped by Tritz. Cleared to the near corner by Beckett. He sends it up the wall. Colombo couldn't come up with it. Tries to fight through the Chaparral defender who gives him a shot. That's going to be a penalty.
Awesome.
And so here's a delayed call against Chaparral. They touch it, and the whistle blows. Carter Deal has been dealing out those blows, pun fully intended, for the better part of this period. Cross-checking called against him, but he's been more intent on playing the body and the man than he has the puck. He had the puck at his skate there and then just gave the extra shot.
Yeah, I think that's a high school thing, you know. You look at the physical aspect of the game and they want to play the body more than the puck, but, you know, good for us. We're on a power play. It's a great opportunity for us to tie it up, so let's see if they can convert.
Steamboat brings out that first unit that's already connected. Kaminsky, LaPointe, Colombo, Kelly, and Borgening. As we've got 7:37 left in the second period. And LaPointe to take this draw on a strong side. Tied up, though. Good job from Chaparral, but it's pushed to the corner. Kaminsky's the first man there. He's fought off by Walsh. LaPointe comes in support here. They're trying to dig it out of the far corner, and eventually Colombo comes up with it. He avoids the pressure put on by Fulton. Now spins again, trying to get away from Walsh. What's going on?
They're calling another one. They're calling another one, the slash. You know? Up, and he just got a misconduct.
Walsh having words. Slashing penalty and a misconduct, so he's going to sit for an additional 10. And now a huge point in the game for Steamboat. A lot of coaches will tell you that the 5-on-3s, you either score on it and get that built momentum, or if you don't, huge momentum booster for the defensive team.
Clearly, I mean, we dealt with that last night, and you know, we killed off those penalties, which was a huge momentum boost for us. However, I have a hard time believing that the way these guys can move the puck, that they're not going to bury it here on the first one, and hopefully they'll get one on the second one as well.
5-4 your score here from NOCO Ice Center. Once again, Ryan Finnefrock is trying to have some words with the official crew there. 7:19 left here in the period. Steamboat's headed to a 5-on-3 for 1 minute and 42 seconds.
Well, let's just hope that Ryan's not trying to figure out if we're wearing the correct skate size on most of our players, if that's actually a penalty.
Or if the laces are the right color.
Yeah. I think, you know, mismatching uniforms maybe. Who knows what he's talking to him about at this point.
I'll tell you what, you don't get a lot of extended 5-on-3s. Yesterday we had a couple of them. You guys got called for 2 penalties on the same sequence, so it was a full 2 minutes. Then you had about 1 minute and 45 seconds of 5-on-3 yourself. And again here today, 1 minute and 42 seconds.
Yeah.
You don't get opportunities like that.
You just don't. You don't. And this, you know, it's so important to convert at this point. You know, and what you want to hope for is that the other team gets so frustrated that they just start unraveling. And, you know, that's what I'm hoping for right now. So
here's Colombo off the draw, gets it to Kelly, up to Borgening. And he gets it to Kelly near side circle. Kelly didn't like the seam pass, gives it back to Borgening. Far side Colombo in the circle. And he'll go back up top to Borgening. Near side to Kelly. Nate Kelly doesn't shoot, gives it back to Borgening. Back post, there's the point! He tucks one. It won't count. It was kicked off there by Mayfield, who was trying to go from left to right.
Yeah, you know, that's a typical goalie play, to knock the post off in those critical situations, to hope for exactly what he got.
7 minutes left now in the second. 1:22 still of 5-on-3 time, and an additional 18 seconds. But really, I mean, you need to score on the 5-on-3 and give yourself as much time at 5-on-4 as you can. It is 5-4. Chaparral leading this one against your Steamboat Sailors right now by just a goal. LaPointe stays out there with Kaminsky, Colombo, Kelly, and Borgening. That was a good-looking puck movement, though, from Steamboat. They need to win this draw. Won instead by Chaparral. Clear but not out. Kelly holds it at the blue line. Sends it over to Borgening, far side. Near side to Kelly now. Rips one. Blocked down. Great effort there from Chaparral. Kept in, though, by Colombo. Good hustle from Steamboat. Now it's LaPointe at the blue line. Gives it to Kelly. Makes a move to the high slot. Nate Kelly's in. He shoots. Blocked again. Finnegan got in the way. Nice job there, getting the body in the lane.
It looks like Kelly could have taken one more step there to get the shot and got clear of that guy, but it's good that he got the effort to get down low in the slot. It was a good job by LaPointe to keep the puck in the zone.
Steamboat now fighting for this one. It eventually comes free. LaPointe gets it to Borgeting. Walks the line in the middle of the ice and passes to Colombo far side. Rips a shot. That's blocked again by Finnegan, who's racking up the numbers right now. Another penalty coming up against Finnegan. Here is Colombo. And it's going to be walked in. He'll just give it to Chaparral. Wow. Is he giving him unsportsmanlike? They must be chirping down there. I think he teed him up. It is an unsportsmanlike, unless he said slash, but I thought it looked like a tee.
I think it was a hold.
Was it?
Looked like a hold. I think he grabbed Cameron's stick.
Ryan Finnefrock might not be able to participate in the next game.
Well, let's hope he doesn't have a next game.
Is that too soon?
Yeah.
Sorry. 5-on-3 here. So now this 5-on-3 will be an extended one. We'll see if the penalty box attendants know how to work that. It's going to be rimmed around by Chaparral, kept in. Here's McNamara at the far side half wall. Gets it up to Quinn Morton. Morton down to Sullivan. Sullivan gives it back to Morton again. Had to gather it off the skate. Gives it to the near side to Griffin Malpe. Malpe doesn't shoot. Escapes pressure. Walks the blue line. Fires one. Tipped in front just wide by McNamara. Scooped up by Sullivan to Morton. Winds and fires. Great job sacrificing the body from Chaparral. That was Dorian Parrott who got down to block that. Sent up now to Sullivan. He's going to come in across the blue line. Fires one off the crossbar.
Oh my goodness, what a shot.
Now it's Curtis Malpe trying to give it to Griffin. Sent up the ice. And now we're at 5-on-4. One man comes out of the box for Chaparral.
They should have a too-many-men penalty right there, the way the change went, but oh well.
Here's Sullivan in across the blue line. Fires one. Bounced on him just as he went to shoot. Chaparral clears up. Hits off of Quinn Morton. And it's a one-on-one at the other end. Poke check by Griffin Malpe, and now a slashing coming up against Steamboat. Curtis Malpe will head to the box. Puck is eventually going to be touched by Peyton Tritz. .452 left. Second period. Slash called against Curtis Malpe. So a minute and 15 seconds of 4-on-4 here. Face-off will be in the Steamboat zone. 5-4 score. Sailors still down by one to Chaparral. LaPointe, Kelly, Beckett, and Kempers are the four for Steamboat. Now I'm not sure what the confusion is here. Just waiting for the clock attendant to get that penalty up on the board. He does. Face-off won by Chaparral. Right off the draw. Shot. Tipped in front. Big save from Tritz. It's kept out. What a stop at the line. I don't know if that was Beckett or LaPointe that reached back there. Tritz had enough of it to slow it down, and LaPointe reaches back, and very nearly another goal for Chaparral, but what a stop.
Oh, excuse me, I was coughing. I had to get my heart started again.
Understandable. Minute and 8 seconds left on 4-on-4 play. LaPointe tries to push that forward. Bounces around between the teams. Beckett has it. He's going to try and just work it up ice. Hops over his stick, then two. LaPointe almost had it. Come to him then. Kelly could have intercepted, didn't come up with it. Pushed forward by Kempers now. Taken by Nate Kelly. Kelly's going to wheel out. Across the red line. Now in across the blue. Makes a move. Poked away from him. Comes to Colby Beckett. And he works deep into the zone. Sends one off of the side of the net there. Nate Kelly peels to that far side half wall. Overskated the puck. Taken back here by Luke Lagasse. He tries to come out of the zone. Worked up now to Fulton. Across the red and across the blue. Sends one to Lagasse. 2-on-1. Back post play. Great poke check from Beckett. The last man back got a stick on it. 20 seconds remains here in the PK, and LaPointe sends one up. That'll be stopped by Mayfield. He was on the tail end of a long shift. Goes for a quick change. Sent up the other way. Touched into the zone. That'll hop and it go in. Oh, man. Brendan Zier will get the goal. Wow. Just an unfortunate play there. And it's 6-4 Chaparral. He just touched that one in from their neutral zone. And it was one of those weird bouncers that ends up going 5-hole on Tritz.
Yeah, I mean, those are so challenging for goaltenders. You don't know how it's going to bounce. And that's really unfortunate for us, for sure.
10 seconds left of 4-on-4 play. Sullivan will take this face-off with Colombo, Griffin Maltby, and Quinn Morton as the other skaters here for Steamboat. What are they having a discussion about?
I'm not really sure what's going on over there. There is quite a bit of discussion.
And it's always on that bench.
Yeah.
3:47 left here in the second period.
I just got a text message that said I should stop talking about the other coach, so I'm going to stop talking, Vlad, and you get to do all the talking now, kid.
Okay, sorry. For anyone who's listening, that one hits the official. Now it's going to bounce in. Griffin Maltby takes over, rims it down. That should not be an icing as the man had stepped out for Chaparral. So it is a power play here for the Wolverines. They'll fire it up the wall. Near side to Fulton, gets away from him. Colombo comes up with it. Back into the Chaparral end. Sullivan back checking there, has help from Colombo. And the puck comes free. Steamboat will fire it up to the neutral zone. And here comes Sullivan. 1-on-2. In the zone, rips a shot, blocked off into the netting behind. Becomes a souvenir, and we've got 3:12 left in the second. 21 seconds left. And the power play for Chaparral will stay inside the Wolverines' end.
Yeah, this is a critical penalty kill for us at this point. Really we shouldn't be on a penalty kill, being that we got it when we were on the power play. However, this is a critical point for us, but we'll see how the guys respond.
Absolutely. It's LaPointe to take this face-off. He's going to win it to Beckett. Shoots! And a stop there from Mayfield.
And look where Kaminsky was, right there on the play, right in front of the net, trying to get a deflection.
He wants a hat trick.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I wanted to get a hat trick.
As do I.
So
LaPointe is going to take this face-off for Steamboat off the draw. It's won by Chaparral. And it'll be taken by Finnegan. Fired up near side to Leffler. Up ice further to Lagasse. Big hit from LaPointe. Penalty coming up here against Steamboat. Both officials raising their hands on that one. LaPointe now. As here comes Finnegan. Shoots. Hops wide of the goal. And Beckett will touch that puck. Head contact getting called here against LaPointe. 2:46 left. And now a full 2-minute power play for Chaparral after they just got a man, or just had a abbreviated one, sorry. I didn't think we could eclipse the total penalties from yesterday, but we might be right on the verge of doing so.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting. I know that in one of our games in Steamboat, Chaparral, their head coach was serving the same type of suspension that I am because they were over-penalized, or they reached the penalty maximum, so he couldn't be on the bench. And now we're in a situation where there's just
give him a major.
Yeah, it's not good.
Is the head contact automatic major?
Well,
I know there's a few of them now.
The problem with the head contact is really how subjective it is. Like right there, that was clearly a shoulder that caught the kid, and I don't think the target was the head. You're playing an open ice body hit. It's that can happen. But I don't think that they should have made that a 5-minute major.
Sullivan's going to take this face off for Steamboat, and Chaparral wins the draw. 2:43 left. Shot on goal, stopped by Tritz. No rebound. Sullivan and Colombo, the two up front, Borgening and Beckett. And now off the draw, Beckett's going to battle for it. And the Chaparral player goes down. I didn't see that one coming. Now a shot from Finnegan blocked off by Colombo. Chaparral at the blue line, keeping it in. This is Fulton, and a chance, steered to the side by Tritz. Nice save. Rebound picked up by Fulton, sent to the near side. Work to the blue line to Finnegan. Far corner now, it's taken by Parrott. Seam pass, back up to Finnegan now at the blue line. Fires one just wide of the goal.
It's a nice save by Tritz right there, you know, looking through the screen, followed the puck all the way through and got it steered to the corner.
Johnson through the seam, shot again, stopped by Tritz as Borgany sends his man to the wall here and will poke one free, bouncing around dangerously. Chaparral comes up with it, Fulton again. Near side now to Johnson. Johnson, long pass there to Parrott, up to Finnegan, back to Parrott. Seam pass to Johnson, had to gather it off his skate. And he comes up with the puck again, getting it to Parrott. And we've got 1 minute and 38 seconds left here. Slap shot, hits his own man in front. Chance again. That was Johnson on the doorstep, hit sticks and went over the goal there. As it's worked through to Parrott, far side corner. Battle in front ensues. Now it's going to be worked to the near side. Trying to settle this one down is Hornbarger. Shot from Finnegan, hits bodies, goes wide. Minute 14 left in the period. Long carryover on this 5-minute major. Another shot stopped by Tritz and no rebound.
Yeah, that was a good whistle right there. We needed to get the penalty killers changed. And, you know, they did a pretty good job of keeping them working the puck around the perimeter, not giving them the middle of the ice or that backdoor play that they capitalized on in the first period.
6-4 lead for Chaparral over Steamboat here with 67 seconds left in the second period of play. Worked up to the blue line. Again, it's a major penalty against LaPointe, so one of the key penalty killers is in the box. And that's going to carry over for another 2.5 minutes or so into the third period. Chaparral will take this one, leaving it off for a streaking Luke Lagasse. Off ice with a pass, no icing.
That should have been an icing. You know, you just don't know anymore what's being called. It's kind of like the catch rule in the NFL anymore. You never know what exactly constitutes a catch.
I understand that. I understand that I don't understand.
Exactly.
It's going to be worked up ice here again by Quinn Morton. McNamara is going to pursue as Mann loses his footing. And it'll poke it behind the net. Chaparral does take over. McNamara with a good job killing off some precious seconds here. 15 seconds remaining in this period of play.
You know, they should have been harder on the puck right there at the blue line. Once you initiate that kind of forecheck and that kind of pressure, you get a second man in there, and it keeps them from doing exactly what they're doing right now, getting the puck down low.
Some shots there at the end of the period here, but the horn has sounded. Kempers was just tied up in a battle with his man in front of the net. That was Zachary Alpert, who had some extra words. We're going to head to intermission here. It's a second break. This is KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM, bringing you Steamboat Sailors boys hockey. They're down 6-4, and we'll have one period to correct that score if they want to make that Frozen Four next weekend. 2:15 left on the LaPointe penalty when we get back from break. This is KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM, also on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com. Left on the LaPointe penalty when we get back from break. This is KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM, also on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com.
The Steamboat Sailors are on the air. You're listening to Steamboat Sailors Hockey on 98.9. Sponsored by John's Auto Clinic,
Yampa Valley Bank,
Alpine Lumber,
Mountain View Car Wash,
Steamboat Dental Center,
and Chris Puckett with Edward Jones.
Get on SteamboatRadio.com and watch the game live. Check out the complete schedule while you're there. Is also brought to you by Steamboat Ace Hardware,
Allstate Insurance, the Allison Agency,
UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center,
Russell's Auto Salon,
and Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals. Remember, our sponsors support the Sailors, so please support our sponsor. You're listening to Steamboat Sailors Hockey, only on Sports on FM. This is 98.9 KTYV. Steamboat Spring and SteamboatRadio.com.
This is Skip Yerdorf from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is the Colorado company that is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we're proud to support Sailors Ice Hockey. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend.
Hey, Sailor hockey fans, PJ Wharton of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown hockey team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our Steamboat student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors Hockey on KTYV Sports on FM at 98.9. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown, Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game, and let's go, Sailors!
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc's for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc's are ASE certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
Hi, I'm Tate Doris. I'm a sophomore in high school. My number is 12. I play right wing. I've been playing hockey for about 10 years. Other sports I like are lacrosse and badminton. I'd like to go to college at CSU or DU because they both are pretty close to home and they're pretty good for engineering. I do not think I'll play hockey in college. I think I'll mostly focus on school and getting a good job after that. In 10 years, I see myself owning a business, having a good family, and living the life. Outside of school, I am involved in working and also hanging out with my friends. I work at Salt and Lime. My favorite subject in school is chemistry because I have some of my friends in that class and we do a lot of more experiments than just writing. My favorite movie is Cool Runnings because it's a really funny movie and it has a good overall moral. Last summer, I worked a lot at Salt and Lime. I hung out with my friends. I went to King Solomon and I also went to a Migos concert. My goals for this season are to improve a lot, get a good run in the playoffs, and have fun. My goals for life are to get a good job, make money. What I remember most about being a sailor is the team dinners and just all the team bonds we have. I'm Tate Doris. I'm a sophomore in high school, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Small emergencies, scrapes, sprains, and stitches, they're bound to happen. You deserve quick care from trusted physicians. At UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center, our emergency care team is here for you and your loved ones. The board-certified physicians at YVMC are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to get you in and out the door quickly. You'll experience the same safe and high-quality care you've come to expect at YVMC, now with smaller prices for life's small emergencies. Yampa Valley Medical Center, now part of the UC Health family.
Hi, I'm Joanna Allison with Allstate. My husband Brett and I are excited to bring Allstate Insurance to the Yampa Valley. We are so fortunate to live in this amazing place and want to help you protect all that's good in your life. Brett and I are here to provide local insurance advice and help customize an insurance plan that meets your needs. Stop by the Allison Allstate Agency in Steamboat on 5th Street, right across from Mahogany Ridge for a free quote, or Google us at Allstate Steamboat. We are a proud supporter of the Steamboat Sailors.
I'm Terry.
And this is Phil
From Russell's Auto Salon.
If you need help with your auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we have gone green with Enviro-based paint.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
I'm Zach Walsh, and I'm a junior in high school. I'm number 22, and I play right wing. This is my second year playing on the high school team, and I also play varsity golf. I'd like to go to college at CU because it seems like a good college. I will not play any sports in college. I'll just be getting an engineering degree. Where do I see myself in 10 years? Being a mechanical engineer. Outside of school, I'm also involved in working and golfing, of course. My favorite subject in school is physics, and my favorite movie is American Sniper because war movies are sick. I worked last summer painting houses around Steamboat, and that was fun. My goals for this season are to make it to playoffs and pretty much just do good in the season overall. My goals in life are to be an engineer. What I remember most about being a sailor is the bus rides with the boys. I am Zach Walsh, and I'm a junior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Steamboat Ace is your go-to place for everything you need for your home. Bridget here from Steamboat Ace, and we aren't just paints and power tools. Ace has a great pet section to keep your furry friend happy and healthy. A fun toy section stocked with items for all ages to make the perfect gift. Beautiful housewares, cookware, candles, and more to decorate and add beautiful style to your table. Stop into Steamboat Ace, proud to support your Steamboat sailors, and see all that we have for your home. Steamboat Ace, the helpful all your home needs place.
Hey, Sailor hockey fans, PJ Wharton of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown hockey team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our Steamboat student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors Hockey on KTYV Sports on FM at 98.9. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown, Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game, and let's go, Sailors!
Sports-related dental injuries account for more than 600,000 ER visits each year. If your child is playing a sport and not wearing a mouth guard, they are 60 times more likely to suffer harm to their teeth. Steamboat Dental Center offers custom-fit mouth guards made from an exact model of your child's teeth. They are effective, comfortable, easy to clean, and also cheaper than a visit to the ER. Call Steamboat Dental Center today and receive half off a custom mouth guard. SteamboatDentalCenter.com. Go Sailors!
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
Hi, I'm Tanner Ripley. I'm a sophomore. I'm number 4. I am a center. This is my 11th year playing hockey. I also play baseball. I'd like to go to college at CSU, Wyoming State, or Texas A&M. I don't think I'll be playing in college. I probably won't get a scholarship. In 10 years, I see myself with a job working with something with animals. I also see myself with a nice family. Outside of school, I'm not involved with too much, just chilling with the boys. My favorite subject in school right now is shop because I get to have all that free time and I get to express what I like to do and what I like to build. My favorite movie probably has to be Lonesome Dove because it's one of my favorite old Western movies. Last summer, I took a rafting trip and I just chilled with the boys mostly. My favorite memory was the rafting trip because we got to jump off cliffs and I got to hang with a bunch of Germans. My goals for the season are to be one of the best players on Hard Workers, and I'd like to get over 10 points this year. What I will remember most about being a sailor is probably all the locker room and hanging out with the boys and what it was like to play for the school at home. I'm Tanner, I'm a sophomore, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
The team of Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor Sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where you won't get a penalty for having a dirty car.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. I'm Chris Puckett, your Steamboat Springs Edward Jones financial advisor. Now's the time to make investments that can help provide money for the ever-rising cost of college. There's more than one strategy to save for college. Please come in to discuss your options.
For a free college cost analysis, call Chris Puckett at 879-1851 or stop by his office at 941 Lincoln Avenue. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Steamboat Resorts is a proud sponsor of Sailor Athletics. Do you have friends or family coming to town, but space at your place is a little tight? Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals is here to help. Steamboat Resorts has been the lodging leader here for over 30 years, and we've got great rates at more than 800 units in 38 properties around the base area. Call us at 879-8000 and ask for the Locals Connection discount. That's the Locals Connection, 879-8000, or visit steamboatresorts.com.
Sports on FM.
Ooh, perfect timing.
This is 98.9 KTYV. Steamboat Springs. Don't move. The face-off is just moments away. Now we join the call of Steamboat Sailors Hockey on 98.9.
Is that the coach? Lawton Chase back here from Melco Ice Center. We almost lost our cameraman there. 6-4 the score. I'm joined by Ernie Thiel, head coach of your Steamboat Sailors. And Ernie, I didn't get a count yet, but I'm pretty sure that we've got to be pretty close to that 28 penalty mark already, eh?
Yeah. I think we're getting we're on pace. Let's just put it that way. So, which is not a positive, you know. It's unfortunate. I think with playoffs, I think you can diffuse a situation considerably by letting the kids play. I think when you start making the calls and you start frustrating the kids, that results in a lot more retaliations, a lot more intensity, and it takes your focus out of the game as far as play goes. So I think it's gone both ways here, during the game, and I totally believe in our guys, man. I really do. We are a resilient group. We have the talent, and let's hope they can turn it around here in the third period.
Absolutely. 6-4 score, so 2 goals between the two squads here. Steamboat in their home white uniforms if you're just joining us. Red numbers, black trim, and they are going to be skating left to right on the radio dial here in the third and final stanza, pending overtime, which is a possibility with scores like we're seeing so far.
Yeah, I mean, right now, there's a lot of scoring. 10 goals in a playoff game like this is quite a bit, and
we want to see at least 13.
Yeah, we really do. We do. We truly do.
So, looking at it now, whistle blows. Teams retake the ice, and your Sailors just about set to do battle here for entrance into the Frozen Four.
Well, we got a significant penalty to kill here at 2 minutes and 15 seconds left, and then we can get back to the regularly scheduled program. However, we did score quite a few shorthanded goals, but quite a few of those were scored by the guy in the box. Although Cameron Colombo, who's out on the ice right now with Jonathan Kaminsky, has scored a couple this year. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and I tell you what, Vladen, those two guys that are playing up front right now on the kill, they love to forecheck. I mean, they love it. They do it in practice. They work exceptionally hard, and they have just as much fun without the puck as they do with it. So let's see if they can get it done out here.
I was wrong. The gold medal game is actually currently going on right now.
Oh, it is?
Olympic athletes from Russia scored with half a second left, and they're up 1-0 against Germany.
Interesting. I wonder how many get busted for doping after the game.
There's that curler who did. Curling guy.
I'm still trying to figure out why a curler needs to dope, but hey.
As is most of the curling community. 16:47 to go. Steamboat left to right on the radio dial. Trying to kill off the duration of this major penalty. Kaminsky will just slam one down the length of the sheet. And it's going to be taken now behind his net by Finnegan. Finnegan will just leave this one for a streaking Tyler Johnson. Johnson in the Steamboat end, up his wing, tight angle shot, high riser over the goal frame. Now Finnegan at the blue line, back to Johnson. Johnson up top to Finnegan. Bodies collide in front. Just a puck battle in front, so no penalties. And it's going to be worked down the wall. Nice job from Kaminsky. Read that play, sends it down, and that'll go to length of sheet. You know what, Ernie? We are also due a puck luck goal as well after that one hopped in on trips.
Right.
Here's Johnson. Long stretch pass and a good one to Fulton in across the offensive blue line. Spins, sent to the wall. Nice job from McNamara. Good defensive play. Tyler Johnson knocks it down out of the air here for Chaparral. Back at his own blue line. A little breakout, in comes Fulton. Fulton to the near side on his backhand. Forced behind the goal now. 54 seconds remaining on LaPointe's penalty. Worked up to the blue line. Finnegan is there. Looks as though we've got a penalty coming up against Quinn Morton for that battle I was talking about earlier. Shot is stopped by Tritz. And it's going to be Chaparral with it here. Work D to D. Finnegan at the blue line. Sent low to Tyler Johnson. Players battling for it. Johnson dribbles the puck in the air. Scooped up by Grant McNamara, and a hooking call coming up against Quinn Morton.
You know, I never understood there's always going to be a battle in front of the net. And those are the ones really, at the end of the day, if they're relatively clean, there's nothing dangerous going on. You got to let those go. I mean, everybody's battling for position, and the refs just have to let that go, and so these guys can play. I mean, it's kind of frustrating when you watch something like that. You want kids to battle. You want them to play hard. And again, it becomes very subjective as far as the calls go.
15-11 left, third period play, 6-4 the score here. Chaparral on top, worked to Finnegan off the draw as they did win it. To the far side, Tyler Johnson blast one, stopped there by Tritz. And Colombo sends one up, not out. Good job from Winkle keeping it in, near side to Finnegan at the circle. And Finnegan will walk in, gives a pass back to Winkle, shoots one, tipped in front. Great save from Peyton Tritz.
And right there was a fantastic battle in front with Colby Beckett. You know, he was keeping the forward off from screening the goaltender, and the refs let it go. I mean, that's clearly the type of play that we want.
Colombo in to take this key face-off. LaPointe set to come out of the box in 6 seconds. Won by Chaparral. Near side Finnegan. One-timer blocked off. Rebound picked up by Kempers. He'll send one up. Hits the skates of Finnegan. Colombo chases it down and fights for the puck, but it's pushed down to Fulton. Fulton gets dispossessed for a moment by LaPointe. Now worked up to Finnegan at the blue line. Shoots one. Stopped by Tritz. No rebound. He's going to need to have himself a period that reflects yesterday's effort if he's going to give Steamboat a chance to win here tonight. 14:31 left in the third, 6-4. Sailors down by 2. They've got another 81 seconds of penalty time to kill off as Quinn Morton's in the box. And again, like you said, he's one of those guys, Quinn is, that's going to be taking a lot of minutes on a penalty kill.
Yeah, he sure is. And you know, you're going to miss a guy like that. We've got to get to 5-on-5 hockey if we want to, you know, chance it doing this. How is that a hook? Who is he calling it on?
They're giving it to Chaparral. Not sure that I agree with that one either.
You know, at this point, why do we even question it, right? I mean,
we don't. We just try and say what's going on.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I mean, well, you know, as anybody would, right, in their right mind, you have to try to find some kind of sanity in all of this. And at this point, good for us.
Here is Sullivan with Borgening, LaPointe, and Griffin Malpe out there. Malpe's going to go to Borgening at the red line. Over to LaPointe, makes a move to the outside. David LaPointe into the zone and shoots one. That's stopped by Mayfield, picked up by Sullivan, cycled down far corner to LaPointe, and he chips it up the wall, giving it to Malpe. Cycles it right back down to Sullivan, and Sullivan sends it up to Borgening. Borgening walks down the half wall to the goal line. Now behind the net, Borgening comes out front, sends it to Sullivan, and couldn't get the shot to go on the one-timer. Sullivan scoops up his own rebound, works it to the blue line, sends it over to Borgening. Borgening over to Griffin Malpe, shoots one, blocked, rebound, sent low below the goal line. LaPointe fights for it. Man also battling for Chaparral, able to have a little bit more support than Borgny was, and it's going to be taken out here by the Wolverines, but a good back check from the captain, Luke Borgning, and he'll send one right back into the Chaparral end. 7 seconds left at 4-on-4, and then the Sailors will get an abbreviated power play of their own. It's going to be a long stretch pass, tipped deep by Fulton, no icing on the play. Fulton is racing back there, beats Griffin Malpe to the puck, takes it himself, fires a pass that finds Johnson, tight angle shot, goes through the crease, and it'll be rimmed right back in behind the net. Borgning's going to try and scoop it up in the near corner and has a little bit of time to work with. Borgning makes a move around Tyler Johnson, across the red and across the blue. Slows, backhand pass there. Knocked right back into the zone by LaPointe, but it's going to be eventually sent down the length of the sheet by Chaparral. 23 seconds left here on the man advantage for Steamboat. 12:30 left in the game. Steamboat trying to make sure it's not this season. Here comes Nate Kelly across the blue. Tries to make a move to his forehand. Gets tied up in the process. Then hip check by Finnegan. Finnegan holds him up a little bit extra. Didn't know that the puck had already come free. And a 3-on-1 developing here for Chaparral. LaPointe's trying to get back. Borgning is the lone guy. Shot comes in. Tritz with a stop. Great effort from LaPointe, at least making sure that it wasn't the 3-on-1. He got back and covered the high slot man, but dangerous looking play there, and we now skate at 5-on-5 again here from NOCO Ice Center.
Yeah, and Luke did a great job of keeping the shooter to the outside, allowing Peyton to stay square to the shooter and take one in the chest. I don't think I've ever seen anybody beat a goalie in the chest.
Nope, can't say that I have either. I've been at this sport for a while as well. Shot now from the blue line, stopped by Tritz. Big save there from Peyton. Now here's McNamara. He just chips one up the wall, a little too far. Must have had a second bowl of Wheaties this morning. And it goes the length of the sheet and will come back after an icing.
Yeah, we got to get our head up and get the puck to the middle of the ice on the rush. Get our guys moving their feet.
Ripley has been put together with Kenyon and McNamara. Beckett, and it looks to be Matt Kempers are your defenders here. 12 minutes left in the game. 6-4 lead for Chaparral. For having 10 goals scored in the first 2 minutes, or 2 periods of play, sorry. It's been a relatively quiet first 5 minutes of play here in the third. Chipped up ice to Grant McNamara. Takes it across the red line. Fires one into the zone. Kenyon will chase this down on the forecheck. Rimmed around, hits a stanchion, comes out to Beckett, walks in, fires, misfired, comes into the slot, overskated by a Chaparral player. McNamara battles for it, chipped up, and that faceoff should stay inside the zone as Walsh had that one go directly off the wall and up into the ceiling. 11:31 left now here in third period action. Steamboat, if you're just joining us, down 6-4 to Chaparral. They are left to right on the radio dial here on KTYV 98.9.
Yeah, I think Kenyon could have made a play on that loose puck. He backed off thinking that we were going to get possession and try to get in a shooting position, but we got to think puck first. Hopefully Brian's communicating that on the bench.
Nate Kelly now tried to cycle one down. Didn't find anyone except in royal blue. Picked up by Quinn Morton. He turns at the red line. He'll fire one that ends up hitting someone in the bench for Chaparral. And they'll have some words of remorse. Face-off is going to come just in front. No, are they going to bring it in front of the Steamboat bench? 11:15 left here. Morton stays out with Griffin Malpe. Sullivan, Kelly, and Curtis Malpe out there for Steamboat. Off the face-off, push to the near side. It's going to be fired up by Chaparral. That'll go for an icing. Carter Deal sent at the length of the sheet. So, again, it's becoming more and more important here. These offensive zone face-offs with just 11:08 left, they can lead to possession in the O-zone, and hopefully that translates into a goal. A point. Colombo and Kaminsky come over the boards. Beckett and Borgning, your pair defensively. LaPointe to take the face-off on his strong side. He's tied up, pushes it to the far corner though. Kaminsky in there with Colombo as well on the forecheck. Colombo reached and gets bumped, still fighting for it. Puck comes free. Chaparral has it. Borgning though keeps it in, shoots one, stop. Rebound was there, but Kaminsky couldn't quite get there before the Chaparral player. Sent the length of the sheet, another icing here. Called against the Wolverines, but an excellent effort. You can see what happens on those face-offs.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a guy that can win draws, it's a huge opportunity, and let's keep getting pucks to the net, boys. Let's get Johnny Q3.
Same line out there for Steamboat, now on the weak side for LaPointe. He wins it again to Colombo. Battles through the defense there of Walsh. Still ends up with a puck. Bump to the wall. Gets it down to LaPointe. Works it right back up to Colombo. He's bodied off. And it'll be taken by Chaparral. Worked into the neutral zone where Borgening takes over. Fires up off the wall to Kaminsky. Overskated the puck. Offside's called. So, this face-off just in front of the press box to the right here.
You know, Vladen, have you ever seen that YouTube video where the dad has the coaching helmet for his kid and he's coaching him around the ice?
Yes.
I really wish I had that right now. I could talk to the players and, tell them what I think they need to be doing, but, we can't do that. Come on, boys, get a puck to the net.
Borgening has this now. Shoots it up to Beckett, his shot blocked down. Got to say that's starting to really become a big piece of this game is the blocks. The numerous blocks by Chaparral. They've gotten in front of a lot of pucks fearlessly.
They are clogging the lanes for sure. They definitely don't want those things to get through.
10:08 left now here in the game. 6-4 is still the score from NOCO Ice Center. Curtis Maltby back over the boards with Nate Kelly and Sean Sullivan as the Sailors continue to roll the lines here and keep the shift short. Worked up by Kelly to the Chaparral line. Taken back there by Deal, who goes D to D, but to Finnegan. Worked right back the other way. Here comes Sullivan, and he got it poked away from him. Picked up by Chaparral. Pass to the slot. Chance. Shot over the goal frame. Great chance in front from Lagasse. Now Nate Kelly pushes it forward to Sullivan. A defender went down. Sullivan tried to dangle. Couldn't get free. Fired around the near side wall, and Quinn Morton able to hold it. Sends it low to Nate Kelly. Comes up the half wall. Kelly winds and fires. Blocked. Chance for Kempers. Shoots and scores!
There you go.
A goal! I think it was Curtis Maltby in front who ends up with this. We'll see who they credit the goal to. But a great battle in front, and it's 6-5, 9.5 minutes to go. As the goaltender comes out as well for Chaparral, trying to plead his case with the Zebra.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have a review of that one of goaltender interference, which is just like the pass and catch rule. It's funny listening to all the announcers in the NHL games talk about, when somebody asks the question, tweets, what is goaltender interference? And they're like, your guess is as good as mine. So, no, that was a good hard hockey play, good shot to the net. They finished it, closed the deal. So, let's get some momentum here, boys.
And I think the official just wanted a little bit of confirmation as to who scored that one. 9:31 left and a one-goal game here from NOCO Ice Center. Your Sailors down by one again as they've clawed right back into this with a pretty decent third period of play.
Yeah, they can credit all the goals to Wayne Gretzky as far as I'm concerned, as long as we keep burying them.
They do give it to Maltby as LaPointe tried to come up ice. No icing on the play. LaPointe in there on the forecheck. Battles with Walsh. Walsh spins free and comes out front dangerously. Almost lost it in front of his own netminder. Right back to the way LaPointe poke checked as he tried to turn a corner. Goes back into the Sailors' end to Borgening. Sends one up to Colombo, too far for him. Colombo gives a man a little stick there. Comes free to Kaminsky. Johnny Q sends one to the goal mouth. It's still free. Loose and comes to the near hash mark. It's taken by LaPointe. Toe drags around one man. Tried to send it in deep. Had it blocked. And he just finds a soft spot on the ice. Chaparral regains possession. They're going to work it up ice as coming in with speed is Dorian Parrott to the far corner of the Sailors' end. Bodied by Maltby, still with the puck. Parrott ends up going down. Could have been a trip. It wasn't. Griffin Maltby sends one up ice now as the officials have finally decided to let him play a little bit.
Well, yeah, and I think that was a good solid play by Johnny Q to put the body on that guy, and take him off the puck so that Cameron could pick it up.
Here's Griffin Maltby wheeling behind his own goal. Stops, goes out the far side. Sends one to McNamara. Tries to find a man on the near side. Dakota Kenyon will streak up ice. It'll be sent the length of the sheet by Chaparral. No icing on the play. Griffin Maltby picks it up for Steamboat. He fires one up into the neutral zone himself. Gathered in by Chaparral's Finnegan at his own line. Sends one up. It bounces around. Eventually taken back by the Wolverines. Errant play at the puck. Dakota Kenyon comes up with it, cycles it low, and Tanner Ripley's in on the forecheck with McNamara as well. They'll battle for it. Beckett keeps it at the blue line, sends one off of the end wall. Dakota Kenyon fishing for that puck, couldn't come up with it. Beckett again holds it at the line, and he's got help from McNamara, but eventually Chaparral takes it and fires at the length, and that will go for an icing. 7:22 left here, third period of play. Sailors down 6-5. But
we got a little bit of a tilt to the ice right now, and to our favor. So it's good to see, and we're starting to play our game, which I've been waiting to see for the last 2 periods.
Maltby back out there with Sullivan and Kelly, Beckett and Kempers. Face-off's down, one cleanly. Sullivan over to Kempers, one-timer, hits off bodies. Another block to Chaparral's totals. Nate Kelly tries to duck around a man, fighting for the puck in the far side half wall. Comes out with it, shot blocked, rebound shot as well, stop, and it's still loose. It's still free. Kelly is going to get Beckett on the near side, but he couldn't get the shot to go. He was calling for that one like a madman. And then cleared in the neutral zone by Chaparral. Sent back in to the Wolverines' end. Sailors back on the forecheck again. Finnegan fires off the wall. Under the stick of Beckett, but no icing on the play as he did touch that one. 6:44 to go here in the game. Kemper stops and will get dispossessed of the puck there. Chaparral takes over. Fulton shoots one, tipped in front. But Peyton Tritz with a stop, that hits his logo, and he hangs on, no rebound.
Yeah, we get a much-needed line change right there. And back again, we come out with our top line with, Colombo, LaPointe, and Johnny Q.
They'll bring out Quinn Morton and Griffin Maltby again as well defensively. LaPointe on this important draw wins it. Great job there from LaPointe. That was a bouncing puck off the face-off. Work to Colombo, reverses course behind the goal again to Quinn Morton. Morton tries to step out and sends one up ice, a little too high in the air for Colombo to gather in. Quinn Morton follows up though, fired back by Chaparral. Griffin Maltby is there in his own zone. Men collide. Fulton takes over for a moment, sends it back to Walsh. Headman pass there to Leffler. Gets it deep into the Steamboat end. Foot race here, Griffin Maltby. Stick checks Leffler, nice job. And it'll be Colombo reversing it again behind his own net to Griffin. And Griffin Maltby fires it out to Johnny Q. Jonathan Quinn Kaminsky the first. Couldn't get it up ice. Griffin Maltby does take over. Knocked down by Walsh, keeping it in the zone. Dangles, shoots, stopped by Tritz, no rebound. And, I talked with a couple of folks before, and I think you may have been one of them, but in the last game, or maybe it was the first one you guys played, there was some discussion after the first period saying you just got to slow it down a little bit and recognize some of those opportunities.
Well, and I would agree with that. And it all starts with a good breakout. We work on a tight breakout during practices. You get into games like this, and there's a little sense of urgency, and things break down a little bit. It's important for these guys to buckle down and get back to what they know how to do and move the puck. And, take your time. There's plenty of time on the clock. We'll get some opportunities. So be patient, and we'll get it.
Here's McNamara trying to stretch past there to Kenyon. Couldn't get it to go. Now Ripley back checking into his own zone. Puck comes free. Kenyon sends it up the middle and into the neutral zone. Taken back by Chaparral. Dump attempt, hit off Borgening's skate. Second effort does get it in. Tritz will set it up to the left of his goal. Taken by Beckett, sends it to Ripley. Ripley now, nice look to McNamara. Great feed there to Kenyon. Couldn't come up with the puck. Taken back by Chaparral, sent down the length of the sheet. No icing on the play as they gain the red line. Sent around near side to Kenyon. Tried to get it up the middle of the ice. Lost the puck. Borgening had to body a man off. Taken back by Beckett. Reverses to Borgening. And he'll try for Colby Beck on the far side. Biggest hit of the game there by the official.
Yeah, official got in the way there.
Now here's Borgening across the red line and across the blue. Fakes it. Oh, and Borgening almost had it as he tried to slip through. And then Luke Borgening out of the ice surface there.
Well, you don't see that very often, and both guys are up, which is even more incredible.
That was pretty funny.
Quick exit of the rink there.
That's probably my highlight of the day so far.
Wow. Wow, that could have been dangerous.
It could have. Good to see him up. Like you said, that was kind of a quirky little play.
I was like, where did they go? And next thing you know, I see him outside the glass. That was
getting a hot
crazy.
dog. I don't know what was going on down there. Piece of pizza. They're not even sharing. Here's Curtis Maltby with Nate Kelly to his right, Sullivan to his right, Kelly to his left. Morton and Kemper's out there as well. And Maltby tied up. Kelly almost got a chance at shooting that puck, couldn't quite get to it. Winkle has it, sends it up the wall, hits off of the wall awkwardly, comes up. Fulton has it one-on-one against Morton, shoots. Stopped by Tritz, but that took a weird hop, I think, off the door of the Chaparral bench. Came right out in the middle of the ice.
Yeah.
4:13 left now in the third period. 6-5 score. Sailors down by just one.
Yeah, it took kind of an Oak Creek bounce, didn't it?
Yeah, those guys, you know, they also play, and the boards seem to give pretty well. Good old Oak Creek. Pass out front, shot goal. Chaparral with a strike. That's Luke Lagasse who got the feed from the corner and goes over the blocker, and it's 7-5 now. Chaparral back on top by 2 with 4:06 left here in this one. Unfortunate little play there from the Sailors off of the face-off. Comes out front. Lagasse was all alone there in the slot. He had to reach back for it, but wrangled it in. Now LaPointe off the ensuing draw pushes it forward. Couldn't get it to go. And Griffin Maltby peels back his own line. Sends one that bounces around. LaPointe turns up ice. He's into the offensive end. LaPointe trying to turn the corner and almost tried to tuck it home. Fought for it the far side. Kaminsky battled for it. On the forecheck is Colombo. Hops free to Borgening. Borgening, and he lost it on a poke check as he was trying to get it to his forehand to get a shot off. Now Kaminsky sends one off the glass. Hops into the Chaparral end. Taken by Winkle. Fired far side to Fulton. Fulton now just wheels back into his own zone. Goes D to Walsh, and he'll just chip one off the glass in the neutral zone. Hops over a stick. Griffin Maltby tried to clear, couldn't. It's going to be put forward. Breakaway chance. Backdoor play. And somehow it goes just wide as it's battled for and sent in front. Tritz will recover it and cover up.
I'm not sure what happened behind the net there. It looked like he tripped himself, the Chaparral player, but shook himself up there a little bit. Come on, Steamboat. We need you, boys. Need you to step up here.
3:16 left in the third period of play. 7-5 score. Simo comes out with the Ripley line. It's won by Chaparral. Rimmed around the wall to the far corner. And McNamara's in pursuit. Taken by Kempers. Poke checked away from him. Chaparral dumps it in deep again. Colby Beckett fights for it. And it'll be worked to the far corner now. Kempers trying to reach up, chips off the wall, hits Blair's, comes to Dakota Kenyon, and Kenyon turns, tried to fire a pass off to Ripley, couldn't get it to go. Taken back now and fired in deep there by the stick of Carter Deal. Kempers works up the wall to McNamara, back down to Kempers. Far side corner, Chaparral has it, pass out front, Ripley in the right spot. Now Colby Beckett takes this for Steamboat, works it up with one hand. Taken right back by Chaparral. Finnegan makes a move. And it's going to be taken here by Steamboat. Kempers will send it down. No icing on the play. They say it hit off of a player. And it's real again. Near side. Can't get it out of the zone. Dakota Kenyon in there. Lost the puck, and Finnegan takes over. Chipped in by Chaparral. And they will get a change. Kemper's in the far corner. Sends it up the wall. 2 minutes to go here in the game. McNamara behind Dakota Kenyon on that clearing attempt. Now Colby Beckett takes it, and Kempers will get a penalty here. Or is it Maltby?
No, it looks like McNamara. You know, I just never understood that, you know, you're in a tight game, you're down by 2, there's 2 minutes left. I mean, we have guys that can score, and there's just no reason to be taking a penalty at this stage of the game.
1:51 left to be exact. Timeout taken here by Steamboat. That seems to have been the MO of this team. There was a lot of games we had a lot of penalties, and the games you didn't, you sometimes had penalties at inopportune times. And I'd say with a minute 51 left in a 2-goal game, that's not a great one to be taking it. But
no, it just comes down to discipline, and it goes back to that conversation we had earlier. The puck is the most important thing, and you got to move your feet, got to get to the puck first, and when you don't move your feet, you end up taking penalties.
We'll come out with LaPointe, Colombo, Borgening, and Morton. The task made all the more difficult here for your Steamboat Sailors. They've got to get 2 shorthanded goals unless there's a penalty to Chaparral, which isn't out of the question in a game like this, but
no, he's not. And again, I'm not counting the guys out. I mean, I know that Cameron and LaPointe can score shorthanded, so let's get it done.
So, we'll see what happens here. Fulton got a new twig.
It'll be interesting to see if Brian pulls Peyton and gets Nate out or somebody out to cover that 5th spot.
Here's a chance from Chaparral. They'll just send one up ice. A puck over skated. Quinn Morton is going to drive his man hard to the wall. Puck comes free. Here's LaPointe. And it looks as though they are going to pull Peyton Tritz. Here's LaPointe. Winds and fires. Stopped. Rebound. It is going to be coming to Borgening. Borgening gives it off to Colombo. Off the bench is Sullivan. Here's Colombo. Sends it down to Borgening behind the goal. Luke Borgening walk into the near side corner. Cycles it down low again. There's Colombo waiting for it. Trying to pull it away from Fulton, who picked up. Fires one. That'll go wide and be an icing. 1:05 left here in the 3rd period. A little bit ambitious there from Fulton, whose eyes were wide. We could see his whites of his eyeballs from here.
Yeah, he was. It was a good effort. Down low on the cycle, and Luke. It's a shame Luke couldn't get to the front of the net, but Chaparral's clogging up that front of the net pretty well.
Off the draw, it's going to be cleared up and out by Chaparral. So come right back to the blocker side here of Clayton Mayfield.
Well, I have to say that it's been a pleasure this year coaching this team. I hope they can pull it out. We have 9 seniors, and all of them have played super hard this year, and I want them to know that the coaching staff appreciates their effort this year.
Pushed low here, Sullivan behind the net. Tried to send it out front, rolled away from him, sent up the near side wall. Borgening pinching in, it hit a stanchion there again. Took an awkward hop off of those double doors. Now here's LaPointe. Kelly shoots, blocked. Borgening, he fans on it, hopped over his stick, gets it again, sends it, blocked to the corner near side, send it out front. No one home for Steamboat. Picked up by Chaparral. Up ice they go, and this is going to seal it as the Chaparral player scores into the empty net. That's Tyler Johnson with a hat trick there for the Wolverines, and we've got half a minute left in the season for your Steamboat Sailors. 8-5 now. We got to that 13-goal mark, Ernie, but not the way we wanted to.
No, unfortunately not. No, it's a huge disappointment. I mean, I know the kids are, they're pretty crushed right now, and they're definitely going to be as the game finishes off here. But again, Coach Brian and I and Greg, we're proud as hell of these guys. They've worked hard all year long, and, nothing else we could ask for them.
It's going to be sent up the near side wall by Tritz. Kept in by Chaparral. Bodies collide still in the last minutes here. Last seconds, I should say, sorry. Chipped up. And here is Burnson for Steamboat. Walks in, fires one, hops. Goes wide of the goal. Taken by Chaparral. Ripley. It's a big check there. And it's cleared up, and Steamboat season's over in heartbreaking fashion. 8-5 the final. The Steamboat Sailors come up short in the end against the Chaparral Wolverines and see their season come to a close. 9 seniors saying goodbye to the Sailors. Ernie, thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. I wish I was on the bench. Don't know if I would have been able to make a difference out there. You know, you'd think you could as a coach. It's unfortunate that we put ourselves in this position. You know, if you look at this on any positive level, you know, 2 years in a row we've been in this situation. Hopefully we'll make it 3, and hopefully the underclassmen have learned a lesson here and know what they need to do to get it done next year. So congratulations to our seniors, and you know, thanks to the families this year. We've had a great group of people, and I appreciate your time on the radio and allowing me to, you know, say my piece here at the end.
Absolutely. For Ernie Thiel, I'm Vlad Chase. Thanks to Monica back at the board, making this sound halfway decent. That's it here from NOCO Ice Center. This has been your Sailors Sports Connection, KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM, and also on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com. NOCO Ice Center. This has been your Sailors